Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are all having a good Tuesday. I just want to start off by saying that I am very upset. I wasn't even going to do this show because recently I posted a video that is now on my YouTube of a mother who was slapping the hell out of her young infant daughter over the fact that her baby daddy would not pick up the phone. And when I posted it on my Instagram, it came down within maybe 20 minutes. It was reported and came down. But the person who originally posted the video was the dad. And he even tagged his baby mama. That post is still up as we speak. The same video that I was reported for and it was taken down, his video is still up and thriving. Also, Instagram told me that I'm not able to be monetized. So that has been taken away. And one more violation, my whole page will be shut down for good. So basically, I'm being silenced. The video that I shared has been shared across many Instagram platforms that were bigger followers than mine. And the videos are still up. Only mine came down today. And I'm just tired of being silenced by all these pages. Facebook, they also put me on a 30-day ban because I shared a video of women who look completely different without their makeup. It was a video that had already been shared all over Facebook, but when I shared it, I'm on a 30-day ban, and anything I post will be moved down to the lower feed for like 3 months. So I'm figuring out that lately I'm being silenced on all these platforms. So what's the point of even doing this shit when they keep silencing me? Nobody's fighting for my page. No one's fighting for me. I'm by myself in this journey. So I might be going off social media for maybe to the end of the year and just be done with it. Because one thing I don't like is for people to control me. And if the shit is already online, already being shared all over the place, I think it's disrespectful for them to tell me it's coming down off my page and then I can't do other features. So I just wanted to get that out there because people keep sending me content. I won't be sharing it anymore because it seems like when I share things, I get reported for the shit. I've seen titties, I've seen ass, I've seen all that on the same platform that's still up right now. But when I share something, it comes down and I'm on another violation. I've had 10 violations this year from Instagram. I've had 3 from Facebook. I've had 12 from TikTok. So far, nothing on Twitter. So shout out to Elon Musk for buying Twitter because he actually allows freedom of speech. The rest of you platforms can kiss my motherfucking ass. Y'all some bitch ass niggas, and I'm so tired of them silencing me over the truth. When you post real shit, that's what happens. Now you guys know why I blur out names and shit, because if I don't, that's another way for them to say that I'm bullying and harassing someone. So all those people that say show their names or it's not true, fuck you. I'm not going to do that. I'm already getting reported off of shit that I'm not even showing. So it is what it is. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be probably taking a break till 2023. That's how mad I am. I don't like when I'm being treated differently than these other gossip ass pages that post people getting shot in the head, stabbed in the chest. All that shit gets to stay up. But when I show a bad mother slapping her child, I'm being told that I'm a bully. Okay, deal. So I just wanted to jump into this show. I'm not going to be on that long. And the noise you guys are hearing in the background, that's my fish tank. I'm right next to my fish tank today. Fish make me calm because I'm angry right now, you guys, and I'm sorry. I really didn't even want to do this show. I'm literally pissed because not only did they take down my post, but then they try to tell me that one more violation and I lose my page. It has taken me years to build my Instagram, and it ain't like I have 100,000 followers, but I put blood, sweat, and tears into this shit. And it's like the minute I share something, I'm always the one that's on the hook. I don't see it happening to anyone. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping. And that same video was posted on someone else's page who had 120,000 followers. Not the dad, but this is someone else who I won't say their name. I actually reported the video and I got back that it didn't go against their standards. So I guess when I posted it, it went against their standards. But it didn't go against their standards when a page bigger than mine reported it. So it's okay. I kind of see what they're doing. They want me to shut the fuck up. And it's like, I'm tired of being silent, you guys. It's frustrating because whatever I post, someone's always reporting it. I've gotten reported for comments and I had to appeal it and I might have won that appeal. But this video that they took down, they didn't even give me a chance to appeal it, you guys. So it's like one more violation and I lose everything. So it's like, what's the point, right? So thank you guys for supporting me. But the reason why I'm doing this video is because I did post the Meg Thee Stallion video the other day. I posted the one she did right when the shooting occurred. I believe the shooting occurred in July of 2020. She went live in August of 2020, telling everybody the story. Then she proceeded to go on to Gayle King this year, which was a few days ago, and she told the story, but it was different than the story she told her followers. My issue is I'm tired of women, and I'm saying women because it's women in general. I've seen women say, I trust her, I believe her. You can believe her all you want, but don't get mad at people like me who say I don't believe her. Now, how many of you guys watch First 48? Y'all watch that shit all the time. They'll bring somebody in and tell them what happened. They'll tell them the story. They're writing down the notes, right? They're writing the notes down. Then they'll start, following up on what they said in that interview. Now, they might bring that same person back like a month later and say, hey, tell me again what happened. And then the person's story will change. Well, hey, you told me on this day, this is what happened. Oh, I meant this happened. What does the cops usually say? He's lying, right? So Megan is a fucking liar. She told her fans he was in the back seat. Pull over. I'm tired of arguing. I got out. I started walking away. And then bullets flew out, right? In order for her to have known it was Tory, she would have had to turn around and wish the bullet would have hit her from the front. The bullet hit her on the side of the foot. We all saw it, or not bullet fragments, whatever the shit was. She tells Gayle King, oh yeah, and then he shoots from the top of the car. Then he even says, dance, bitch. If Tory Lanez told her to dance, bitch, why didn't she say that in the first video, August of 2020? That's a big thing. That's something that I wouldn't forget that he said, right? No one would forget that phrase, dance, bitch, right? But for some reason, she didn't say that in 2020, that's what he said. All of a sudden, that's what he said in 2022. So my problem with Megan is that she keeps changing her story. And one thing we all learned as kids is if you tell the truth will always stand. I can ask you on Monday what happened, you're going to tell me. I can ask you a year from that day what happened, and you're going to tell me, and it's going to match. But when you lie, you add to it, you take away. She's lying. I'm not denying that something happened to the side of her foot. I'm not denying that. We all saw the picture. What I am confused about is her story. Then when she went on to Gayle King, we all know Gayle King is a bitch ass nigga. Just like what Snoop said. She tried to get Lisa Leslie to come out and say that Kobe was a rapist upon his death. The same Gayle King that tried to get Lisa Leslie to fold, and Lisa Leslie was 10 toes down. She didn't fall for Gail's, wording and all that shit. She stayed true. So, I mean, Lisa Leslie is a GOAT, so I respect her. We all saw R. Kelly go on Gayle King. Even though he was guilty, he did that fake crying, and I'm fighting for my life. And everybody laughed at R. Kelly. Oh, you a lying motherfucker. Oh, come on, R. Kelly. You know you're good at acting, right? We laughed at R. Kelly for fake crying, right? Because we all knew that was a fake ass stunt that he did, right? So why can't we laugh at Meg for being a lying ass bitch? When that camera zoomed into her face, her makeup wasn't even at a place. She wasn't crying. She was hollering. Yeah, and then he got out. Anybody can do that. If you got shot, tears are going to flow. Makeup is going to come right down. Lashes are going to pull away. Her makeup was intact. You might have seen her blotting her face. She was probably just orally trying to make sure the makeup was still good. I didn't see any tears. I don't know if you guys saw them. I didn't see them. And usually when people fake cry, to me, they're lying. She was trying to get herself to cry so bad. You might have saw some watery eyes, but I didn't see any tears fall down. And another thing that made me mad, Gayle King asked her, did you and Tory have a sexual relationship? It took her, 10 seconds to answer the fucking question. If you ain't fucking a dude, it's going to be a no right away, right? She said, like sex? Like Megan knew what she was talking about, right? Try to go around the question. That's another way you know someone's lying. We all know that they was fucking. We know that they was fucking. Stop acting like you and him were just friends reading the Bible. You guys were fucking. Okay? If she would lie about a sexual relationship with the midget, she's going to lie about everything. If you're lying about that, then you're lying about everything else. Also, Gayle King's little weak-ass show, they said that her friend Kelsey texted the bodyguard saying, help, Tory shot Meg. But Meg the Stallion said in August of 2020, it was me, the bodyguard, my homegirl, and Tory in the car. Okay, why would Kelsey text the bodyguard if he was already in the fucking car? Make the shit make sense. This whole story is a circus, and I'm not believing anything. The only thing I believe is what the DA says. There was no gunshot residue on his hands. His fingerprints weren't on the gun. So who shot you? Who did it? That's all I want to know because your story is changing. Here's what I think. The reason why Meg the Stallion did this weak ass interview with Gail is because she just dropped a single 2 days prior to that interview. Megan needs people to buy her music. Her last album was a flop. It was weak as fuck. So, in order to get a few more sales, you do something big when you release a record. Like do a Gayle King interview, acting like somebody really shot you and you know who did it. You're fake crying, you're lying. But women are going to say, oh, poor Meg. Let me buy her music. Oh, I knew he did it. Let me go ahead and stream her album. This is all for album sales. Every time she came out and cried like this, she got Fashion Nova deals, Popeye deals. All the deals start running through. She even got a Grammy. She even got a Grammy. Let's not forget the sympathy Grammy. So again, that protect black women, throw that shit in the trash. We need to protect black men too when black women are lying. Now, if Megan Thee Stallion kept her story 100, I wouldn't be doubting the story. But when you tell someone that they're shooting from the top of the car, but the first time you tell us he was in the back seat, make it make sense. If he was in the back seat and you got out, this ain't no Friday. This ain't no Boys in the Hood movie. And if this man was really shooting at you, why the fuck would it just hit the side of your foot? Was you walking sideways? Was you doing a wop? Was you dancing? Because I'm telling you, being here in Chicago, if you're walking away and somebody's shooting at you, it would hit you from the back. It ain't gonna hit you from the side of the foot. But anytime a gun will maybe hit the ground, like if you're shooting at the ground, there's a chance that it could ricochet, fragments, things like that can happen. So if he was shooting her from behind and it hits the side of her foot, damn, that's some Matrix shit. That's some Wanted shit. Y'all remember that movie Wanted when they shot in the gun curve, the bullet curve? That's what he must be really good at what he's doing. But my thing is, people are believing her story without any facts. I showed 2 videos and people still said, I believe Meg. Y'all believe Meg because she's a woman. That's why you believe her. It wouldn't be any other way. If Tory was the victim and he said, I know Meg shot me, y'all would deny that she would do a thing like that because she's a woman. Okay? At the end of the day, I do not believe her story. It's changing. What I do believe is that she found out that he was fucking her friend Kelsey, and maybe she got so mad because she was drunk, she went for a gun. They're fighting for it while it's pointing towards the ground, and bam, the bullet goes off. It hits something, and all the fragments spatter, and it hits her on the side of the foot. Because if you're sitting in a car and you're fighting with someone over a gun and it's pointed down at the ground, yeah, that can happen. That's a better story than I got out of the car and I was walking away and then bullets were flying. So bullets were flying, but one just decided to hit you on the side of the foot. And then you have people that really did get shot in the foot say that, hey, I wouldn't have been twerking 2 weeks later. Let's not forget she was twerking about a month after that happened. So what kind of bullet was that? That must have been some vibranium because she was down, twerking all the way down to the ground. Less than a month later, I'm thinking it was a vibranium bullet. What y'all think? So let me see. I got some people that's on here. Is it Marquez?
Yes,
Okay. Hey, Marquez, how are you?
doing good, doing good.
Okay. What do you have to say?
Um, she's a liar, and it's the fact that she didn't go to any normal platform to spread her lies. She went on a platform to Gail King, who attacked Kobe Bryant, not even a week after he passed away. This is the same Gail King that didn't say nothing about Harvey Weinstein. It's the same Gail King that didn't say nothing about Charlie Sheen. She's only Gail King only elevates or only does good when she's degrading and throwing down black men. Because the fact that the case is still ongoing and Meg wants to take time out to get more publicity, it just proves that she's lying this whole time. And then people are going to say, oh, Tory had the gun residue on his body. Okay, but Kelsey had more of the gun residue on her. And you're telling me that Tory would shoot her? If Tory has a problem with somebody, if I have a problem with somebody, if I'm going to shoot him, why would I shoot him in the legs when I can shoot him in their chest if I really want to get rid of him? That part of the story doesn't make sense.
I
I
agree.
think
And
this. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, let me read this comment real quick. Diana said, I don't listen to neither of their music, but if her friend shot a Tory, whatever. So, Diana, the thing is, those 4 people that were in the car, the bodyguard, Kelsey, Megan, and Tory, they know how she got shot, or they know how the fragments hit her foot. So, if it was, whoever it was, why would, the thing about it is, if he did it, he would have been in jail still. The thing is, if they would have did that test on him and it was on his hands and his fingerprints were on the gun, they would have had enough to keep him. There wouldn't have been any bail. He would have been in trouble. He would have been sentenced already, in my opinion. My thing is, he doesn't have to come out and say it was her friend. Maybe he's protecting the friend too until the real facts come out. She is a woman at the end of the day. Maybe he does give a fuck. I've actually seen Tory argue with, what is her name, Shekinah? Remember, T.I.'s wife's friend, the big black girl who always
Shakana,
be loud and ghetto, Shekinah.
Shakana, yeah.
I saw her do a live with Tory where she was hollering over the Gucci mess. And he said, listen, Queen, I'm not going to yell at you. He stayed a 1. She was at 10 the entire time. That told me what kind of man that Tory was. He doesn't like confrontation. Now, mind you, he could have yelled at her from the screen like she was yelling at him, but he kept saying he wasn't going to be at her level. So he actually hung up on her. But I've seen many videos of Megan explaining why she put her hands on her last boyfriend. A bitch had to do what she had to do. So my thing is, you guys are protecting this black woman as if she doesn't have a history of domestic violence. I mean, her last charge was putting her hands on a family member. I mean, come on, you guys. She's not an innocent victim. And y'all gonna tell me that she had all these drinks and she was an innocent little flower that night? She said, oh, they didn't want to leave, but I wanted to leave. You're Meg the fucking Stallion. Do you honestly think that she would have gave a fuck that they didn't want to leave? She could have got her own car and left. She could have got her own shit and left. Instead, she continued to leave with those same people who she said did not want to leave yet. Okay, Tory is famous. Do you think why would he stick around and wait for her when he could have just stayed at the club and said, okay, bye? But it's like she wanted them all to leave on her time. Like I said, a lot of people that were there that night said she was pissy drunk. Y'all remember how she used to do the drive the boat? They said when she gets drunk, she's crazy. And I've heard that by so many people that told the story about being around Meg when she was driving the boat. She is ridiculously crazy. So y'all telling me that her and Tory didn't have a fuck relationship? They weren't fucking? So this narrative of her being jealous of Kelsey for fucking Tory, y'all gonna sit here and say that can't be true? I believe it. I believe Tory when he said he was fucking them both. I believe that she probably found out that night. I believe that she was enraged. They weren't arguing because they wanted to leave. That makes no sense. That's petty. Tory's famous. She was famous. They could have left in separate cars, y'all. They have the money to do it. Remember, the bodyguard was Tory's bodyguard. So really, Meg could have said, Kelsey, let me go ahead and get a car. I'm Meg the Stallion, and we can bounce. Instead, she said they're all in the car arguing because they didn't want to leave the club. I mean, guys, come on. That's not nothing to argue about. But a good argument about you fucking my friend, that's a great argument. That will really make somebody go for a gun. And them all fighting over that gun in the car, and bam! Bullet goes off, fragments fly everywhere. She's shot on the side of the foot. Because if you're sitting down in a car and the gun is shot downwards, it's possible that fragments can get you. Very possible. But I just don't believe her story that she was walking away. He said, dance, bitch. That doesn't make any sense, you guys. This ain't Harlem Nights. This ain't Harlem Nights. And my thing is, if he said dance, bitch, that would have been the key quote of the whole thing. The first time she told the story, that part wasn't even brought up. Now she's adding. So again, when you're telling a lie, you add or you take away from the story. She's adding and taking away. Now she's saying he said dance, bitch, and then bullets flew everywhere. Come on, Meg. And you can't get mad at people for having their opinion. We're allowed to have our opinion. You're the one that keeps going on live. You're the one that keeps telling your story, but you have a no gag order on Tory. So I asked myself, why would she want him to stay quiet? Diana, why do you think she would want him to stay quiet? Because remember, that's why his ass just went to jail, because he was talking on Twitter, was fucking her and her best friend. He went to jail over that. So Diana, why do you think he's not saying who really shot who? Because he'll probably really be locked up without no bail this time. So again, Diana, when you have a no gag order, that means you can't speak on it. But she can speak on it all day long, right? So my thing is her going on that talk show or on that interview with Gail, that right there just told us how much of a liar she is. And we all know that they were fucking. It doesn't take Stevie Wonder knew they were fucking. Come on, you guys. When she said they were just friends, do y'all believe that they were just friends? I saw them on live when they were dating, kissing up all on each other. I'm actually gonna bring that out there and say, oh, just friends? Friends don't kiss on each other. Come on, you guys. If y'all really believe that Megan and Tory weren't fucking, you guys are just as gullible. You are. Who else do we have on here? Sweeney, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going
Talk to
on,
me.
celebrity?
What's
What
going
up,
on?
Sweeney?
Talk to me.
What's going on?
Talk to
All
me.
right, so a couple of things. So I actually shared the post with her face changing into Jussie Smollett, right? And I feel like now I do feel like this. Anytime Gayle King invites you on her show, trouble soon to follow. I think Gayle King invited her on the show to embarrass Meg, not Tory. Cause you know what I mean. There's a reason why she asked that question. Are y'all sleeping together in the way that she did? But I had a friend on there who said that hey, she believed that Megan Wood was gonna lie about the her sleeping with Tory Lanez, but she didn't lie about everything else. She said she believed her on everything else. Well, here's the thing about that. That pokes a lot of holes in your story when you lie about y'all being together. Because now you have to come up with a reason why you got shot. And her reason for why she got shot was, oh, we were arguing about me wanting to go home. That makes no sense. Nobody's going to argue about that. Like you just said, you're a grown woman. Uber exists. Lyft exists. You have a personal chauffeur service. All of this exists. Nobody cares if you go home. So when
Okay,
she
hold on,
said that she,
Sweeney. Diana, you keep saying that Tory shot her. Bring your ass on this call because you have a lot to say in these comments. He shot her. I know he shot her. Why did he apologize after? Tory already
So,
said he apologized to her for fucking her friend. That's what you
I was
apologize
just finna
for.
say that.
Exactly. So
I
Diana,
was just
let's
finna
not
say that.
exactly. Diana, bring your ass on this call because you're so convinced like you were there. You must have been recording. You got the recording? Send it to me. Because you're so convinced that this man shot her because he said he was sorry. See, Megan tried to flip the script. When she found out he was fucking her and Kelsey, that's what he apologized for. But you don't want to know that part though, right? You don't want to see his receipts. He actually posted those receipts. Back me up, y'all. He actually posted those receipts.
No,
And
yeah,
that's
no,
why
that's
your
a
dude had to
fact.
go to jail.
And
that's
that's why
what
he went to
Exactly.
jail, because he posted the
Diana's
text
in denial.
messages.
Diana's in denial right now because she thinks that he was
He
saying sorry
literally,
for shooting you. Right. It's funny how they
right.
flip the script on people. Just like when Kelsey told the bodyguard, help, he shot Meg. So if he shot Meg, why would she text the bodyguard if the bodyguard was already there, Diana? Can you explain that? Did the bodyguard go running a couple miles and left them all there? Wouldn't the bodyguard already know who shot who? Why would Kelsey need to text the bodyguard? Come on,
And it's
Diana.
not, and it's not just any bodyguard. It's not Megan's bodyguard. It's Tory's bodyguard.
Facts. Facts. And I think that she was just trying to, that's my friend. Mind you, her and Megan were friends. So you find out your friend's fucking your dude, you're going to do whatever you can to do damage control to fix it, right? Even if you have to lie. So at the end of the
Right.
day, I'm not buying this narrative that he was saying, I'm sorry for shooting you. I believe him when he said, I was sorry for fucking you and your friend. So, like I said, at the end of the day, no woman likes another man to fuck their best friend. They get mad, they go crazy. I think the argument in the car was about him fucking both of them. Because why would four people argue in a car about leaving early when they can leave on their own terms? Like you said, they're grown. Meg the Stallion, you don't think she got $30, $40 for an Uber? She even said in the first live, we were 5 minutes away from my house. Come on, you
So,
guys. But then your
celebrity.
story, go ahead.
Let's be real though. Let's be real though. The only reason why they even got in that car was because if y'all don't remember, her and Kylie was on an Instagram live together at the party, right? And you could tell then that Kylie didn't want her there because you could tell she was very like drunk and intoxicated, right? And everybody says she's crazy when she's drunk, right? Off that alone, that's not even the reason why they was there. They originally got kicked out because of the fact that she was acting like a sloppy drunk at a party. And on top of that, if you're drunk and then your friend tells you that you've been sleeping together with the same dude, and there's four people in the car, what blues me is she gets shot in her legs and then she goes in 2 weeks after that.
Bingo. And people were
That makes no
saying, well,
sense to me.
she had a good doctor. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Got doctor, celebrity.
Mm-mm.
I've literally seen people get shot and heard stories on YouTube of people getting shot in their feet with fragments, and it took them damn near 3 or 4 weeks to even walk enough let alone walking up to the point where they're not even sore. The fact that you're able to bend down and twerk while after you just got shot in your feet.
And let's not forget she's over 150 pounds. So I know dropping it like that, the gravity of that will destroy something if it's broken. Now, I think Savage kind of summed it up. Meg went after the friend and the friend let off shots. I believe that,
That's what
Savage,
I
because they
think was
said that
happening.
they said Kelsey had more gunshot residue on her than Tory. So the more to me is the more guilty one will be that person. Maybe Tory was like, no, don't do it. It could have been Tory's gun. It could have been. And he's not supposed to have a gun. It could have been the bodyguard's gun. We don't know. But I do believe that one guy who came out when it happened, he said that from what he heard, she was pissy drunk. She found out that he was fucking her and the friend, tried to fight Tory, and then a fight ensued in the car. And someone got shot, or not someone got shot, but the gun went off, and then fragments flew everywhere, and they got her on the side of the foot. She gets out the car. She's walking away, stumbling as much as she can because she's bleeding. When she showed the picture, it was on the side of her ankle, right? It was like kind of, it didn't look like a bullet went in there. It looked like maybe some fragments. She said she
Right.
stepped on glass to the cops. Okay, we knew you lied there, whatever. But what I'm saying is, just because we saw her ankle and it was bleeding didn't mean that she actually got shot. It looked more like fragments. There were real men on my post that said, I've been shot in the foot. I was out for almost 3 months. This woman is twerking not even a couple weeks later. That's
Thank you.
crazy.
You,
It don't
That's
make
you
any
know what?
sense.
crazy.
You know what, celebrity? I
How?
will say this though. You got to pay attention to what people say. See, what Megan's getting away with, she's telling half truths. Do I believe that she did what she did to protect someone? Yes. That whole protect black men narrative and all of that's bullcrap. What she was really doing was protecting her friend. I think her friend shot her and she was trying to protect her friend. She didn't want her friend to go to jail. But to sit here and say that you didn't want that, I didn't want none of us to get shot. I didn't want to know you were thinking about your friend who just shot you. That's who you were worried about.
So
Okay,
you so
so
wait.
Diana came back, you guys. Hold on. Diana came back with some more bull. She said, I believe they were sleeping together, but she did not shot herself. You meant shoot. You left out an O. It's okay. She is the victim. Why are we victim blaming? Oh, so we're calling her the victim. So, Diana, what is your proof that Tory shot her? What's your proof?
It's
Because she
not the
said
fact
it.
that we're
Hold
nobody.
on, hold on, sir. Hold on, sweetie. Diana, because I know you're listening, but you don't want to come on to the call. But you have it's quicker to call in, right, than to type all this stuff she's typing. Diana, how do you know Tory shot her? Were you there? Did you record it? Hello? Because, you have so much to say. Like I said, you guys, they believe her words and automatically. She's the reason why a lot of black men are in prison now because people believe words instead of facts. I
She
believe
could.
facts. So, Diana, if Tory shot her, why does her story change like 10 times a week? What does it mean if your story keeps changing, Diana, that you're telling the truth? Like I said, Diana is one of those gullible women that thinks that even if their story changes, it's because they're traumatized. They're victims. They're going through so much. No, Tory is the victim. Tory is the
And
victim.
no,
Not
and no,
no.
Facts.
You know who else is the
nobody's
victim,
saying that
Diana?
she's not a victim. Nobody's saying that she's not a victim. We're saying
Hold,
that she's
hold
lying
on,
about who shot her.
Diana. You know who else is the victim? Those family members that she put her hands on. That's why she got her first case. They're victims too, huh? Do you care about the ones that she put her hands on? What about her ex-boyfriend that she beat the hell out of? He's a victim too, right? Like I said, these women love to. I'm not even calling Meg a victim because I don't know the whole truth. Until we see what really happened and we get it the right way and not 10, 15 different ways, I'm gonna say they're both victims because I'm not gonna just believe someone that's crying with dry eyes. We've seen a lot of people say on First 48, yeah, man, I didn't do it, I swear. And what does the cop say in that room where he's watching on the monitor? There's no tears. Zoom in. Look, ain't no tears. See, a real cop wouldn't even believe that she's telling the truth. My psychology degree won't let me believe that she's telling the truth. When
I
Gail
don't even
said,
think
do
Gail
you guys
King.
have a... Go ahead.
I don't even think Gail
Go
King
ahead.
believed that she was telling the truth.
No, Gail did that just like the reason why she did it to R. Kelly. We knew R. Kelly was fucking lying. We all saw the video of him having sex with a minor, right? So when he said, I'm
Facts.
fighting for my life, even I laughed at that because I knew he was full of shit. And I held him accountable too. I held him
Right.
accountable. I said, no matter how many demons you were facing as a kid, you still hurt a kid. That's violation. So when he was on there saying, I'm fighting for my life, and he got up and walked away, Gail was damn near laughing like this motherfucking lying. And then what happened? He's been in jail almost 3 years. So when this comes out that she's lying and we get the truth, you same women will say, well, I still believed her because she's a woman. I still believed her, maybe because her mom died. Y'all love to bring up reasons for someone to be a lying motherfucker, and I just can't do that. I'm not going to say somebody shot me because my mom died. I lost my mom too. Meg Thee Stallion's filthy rich. If she didn't want to leave or if she wanted to leave, she had the means to do it. If you weren't fucking Tory, then why did you care to leave with them? You said that you guys were just good friends, right? That's it. So you could have left your good friend at the party, but you didn't want to do that because your good friend would have put the dick back in Kelsey. So you had to leave with Kelsey to make sure he wasn't fucking her still, right? Come on, y'all. We women. I know how the shit works. Meg is insecure. It just tells you that you don't have to have a nice body, a fat ass. A man's gonna fuck what he wants. At the end of the day, no woman likes to be fucked over when they're making all this money and they feel like they're above their regular friend who's not making the money. So when you find out that your regular friend is getting digged down by your rich boyfriend, oh, of course she's gonna go crazy. And she's drunk. So like I said, Diana's just gullible. I think Diana doesn't want to come on here because she doesn't want to embarrass herself. So she's gonna keep telling us in the chat, oh, he shot her. I know he did. Come on, Diana. Like I said, you guys, we believe facts. When I saw the interview, I laughed myself because I said this woman is forcing herself to cry. You know those movie roles where the person's supposed to cry and they make all this noise
right,
and
and
they
they're
be
trying
crying
so
so
hard they
hard.
can't do it.
Tears is like, no, fam, we can't come out right now because you fronting. If you got shot and it's traumatizing, you're gonna cry every time. That's real talk. You're gonna see the emotion in somebody's face. But the thing that made me more angry is like, if you lie about something small, if I tell you what's your name and you give me a fake name, why should I believe everything after that? She literally said, did you guys have a sexual relationship? And it took her too long to answer. You guys, if it's no, it's no, right?
Right.
So it's no.
Man, please. I believe that her and Tory were getting it in. So if anybody else wants to believe they were just reading the Bible, then you gullible too.
You know what else
That's
is
a
crazy
fact.
though? That whole dance bitch part. She never said that the first time. You know where I think she got that from? You remember right
Kelsey.
after she got shot, how many jokes were going around of that Harlem Nights thing, shooting you in the pinky toe, that whole dance.
I remember.
The fans were saying that, so she just took that and ran with it. She never once mentioned that he told her to dance. That was all fan generated.
You know, somebody said that she should fire her publicist because before she went on and spoke to Gayle, they rehearsed it. They worked it. They practiced it to make sure she had it down pat, right? All they would have had to do was go back to that live from 2 years ago, and they would have like, so listen to your live 10 times and repeat what you said on the live so everything matches. She didn't even do that, y'all. Her story that was on the live does not match her story that was live with Gayle. At the end of the day, she added words to it to make it sound more dramatic. When she said dance, bitch, I was like, wait, you didn't say that the first time, though. So now he told you to dance, but then you said to Gayle, it happened so fast. But in the first story, you said you had time to get out and walk away. Oh, my goodness, Meg. You got to keep the lie right. If you're going to lie, then you proceeded to give us fake tears. Your makeup never even smeared. I've seen people cry in real life, and all their faces on the floor, lashes coming off, look like they got spiders on their eyes. I didn't see none of that with her. You were just shot. You're traumatized still. Why aren't you crying? She didn't even cry when she did the live. She was cussing.
Right.
So you motherfuckers want to sit here and say I'm lying. Fuck y'all. And I was like, damn. This is a violent Meg. She's violent. Then she goes on Gayle. Yeah. And I just didn't want him to shoot something that was serious. Girl, I thought you was a bad bitch. I thought you was from Houston. This is what you used to. I mean, what about when you put your hands on your family member? Were you scared for their lives too? Did you hope that you weren't going to kill them? You didn't care. Like I said, this is a violent woman with already a history for putting her hands on people. So I've seen how she acts when she's mad. But Tory, have we ever heard of Tory putting his hands on any woman when he's upset? Does he have a history of this, you guys?
No, he doesn't.
Any history? Now, I know he's not a perfect guy. I know he's probably got in trouble with some weed and stuff like that.
No, he's had a couple of like anger management issues where he's fought people at a concert for being disrespectful. He done fought.
Like
he almost fought. I was like a couple years ago. He almost fought Travis Scott in the back of one of his performances where a gun was involved. A man at the time, but it was never with a woman.
Okay,
no, all his cases have been with either men or him just snapping and doing just stuff that's out of his character.
Which is okay. But what I'm saying is when he got into it with a female on live, he was calm the whole time. He never screamed. He was like, why are you so loud? Why are you screaming? He even kept saying it to her like, baby, why are you so loud? So for him to be short, he does not come off aggressive to me. So all I'm saying is that her story changed, and a lot of people are feeding into it. I went to the comments on that Gayle interview, and women were like, "I stand with Meg." They even got shirts out there like that, y'all. They
That's
said that
crazy.
when the court starts, they're gonna make signs to make sure that he's put away for life or deported. That's what they want him to be, deported. So imagine this man for 2 years going through what he's gone through. Now, even if when the truth comes out and if it's told that her friend Kelsey shot her, he's still not going to get the apology he deserves. He's still not going to
Mm-mm.
get the respect. Do you think they're going to pull all their endorsements away from Meg? Do you think they're going to tell her we're going to blackball
No,
you? No, they're not.
no.
She's a woman.
Here's what's
Well,
gonna happen.
no, they
No,
go. See, here's the thing.
no,
They
no.
would.
Megan finna drop a new album based on the whole case, and it's finna hit #1 on Billboard Top 100, which will lead to her next Grammy. But
Damn,
SMS, you
that's
said
powerful.
something. SMS, you said something earlier, and you said she's trying to protect Kelsey. So if you got shot and you're trying to protect your friend, you will protect your friend in the meantime trying to take down a black man because he smashed the both of you.
Yeah, that's exactly what she would do. That's exactly what she would do. You think she
But
ain't
you
capable of
understand how
that?
that does? It just doesn't make sense because one minute she wants to play the black men protect black women, but Meg, you're the same person making songs about how these women need to go out here and finesse these men. You're a part of the problem. So how can you say you trying to protect me and protect us as black men, and you're turning around and saying how these girls need to finesse us out of money and put us on child support in her songs? How can you do that? It's because she don't care. She don't care
Now,
about
so
us.
I know that there's some people out there who probably don't even know what we're talking about. A lot of them probably haven't even seen the video that I posted. And like I said, I did post this on my YouTube. And maybe Diana needs to hear this because I think Diana is the only one that doesn't believe that Meg is lying. I think she believes her. So Sweeney and you guys, make sure you mute your phone because I'm about to play this from mine. When I learn how to do it from my YouTube channel, it'll be easier. But I want you guys to hear this because again, this is the video I posted, and then you're gonna hear Megan before. I mean, the first video is from August of 2020, a month after the shooting. So you would think in that month she would know what to say, right? It would be different if it happened the same night that she got shot or the next day. She's still traumatized. People might forget some little, key words. But she had a whole month to rehearse this live, and this was the first story that she came out with on her live. Then the second one was with Gayle. So I want you guys to hear how the story completely changes and you don't hear the dance bitch in the first one. So here we go.
I fuck with Kylie. No, I wasn't. Like, you drive, shot me. Like, everybody in the car, it's only 4 motherfuckers in the car. Me, you, my homegirl, and your security. Everybody in the car.
Can you guys still hear me?
I
Hey,
can
Yeah, we
hear
can
you,
still
but I
y'all
hear
on the
couldn't
you.
hear
panel,
the
can y'all still
video.
hear me?
I can hear you, but we couldn't hear the video.
You guys, can you still hear me on here? I'm sorry, I just got
Yeah,
a
we
phone
can
call.
hear.
I forgot to put do not disturb on my phone.
Yeah,
Can
we can
everybody
hear
hear me
you.
in the comments before I continue?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sweeney, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Marquez, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I can't hear y'all. Here we go with this BS again. Hold on, you guys.
Yeah. Mm.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope, I still can't hear you. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Maybe we should leave and
Can
come
you hear me
back,
now?
Sweeney. Yeah, can you hear us?
Hold on.
Yeah, it's crazy, Sweeney.
Yeah, I definitely believe that she was trying to protect someone, but it wasn't Tory. She was lying about that whole protecting black men thing. She was trying to protect her friend, and that's why she
Can you
didn't
hear
want to
us?
tell the police that night.
I think we might have to leave and come back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try that.
I'm gonna try to leave and coming back in.
Marquez, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man. I'm sorry. I hate when that happens. If I get a call while I'm doing this, it messes up everything. I hate YouTube when it comes to that. But you can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. No, Sweeney's not here. Hold on. There he is. Sorry about that, Sweeney. You're back. Okay. Let me continue this video, y'all. I just made sure my phone was on Do Not Disturb. Hold on. Can y'all hear this video good? Let me know if y'all can hear it. Hold on.
I get out.
Can y'all hear it?
I'm walking
Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay.
This nigga from out the back seat of the car started shooting me. You shot me. I ain't get cut by no glass, but let me tell you why they saying that. When the police, because the people in the neighborhood, there's a witness. When the police came, because the neighbors called the police, this did not happen at Kylie's house. This happened damn near back at the house I was staying at. I was just trying to get home. We was 5 minutes away from my spot.
Many months later.
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go. But that's like normal friend stuff. Like, we fuss about silly stuff all the time. But I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice too loud. Like, this was one of them times where it was like, it shouldn't have got this crazy. It shouldn't have escalated. Right. So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming and he said, dance bitch. And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, he shot a couple of times. And I was so scared. In the car, shooting from the car? He is standing up over the window shooting.
Okay, y'all. So y'all heard that. Okay? Y'all heard that. She
Yeah,
then said
she's
the second time that he said, dance, bitch. That's so dramatic to me. That's something that I wouldn't forget ever in my life. Him telling me to dance, bitch, before he lets off rounds like on Scarface. So how could you forget that a month after the shooting happened to add that into your life when you said,
eight
you
months
shot
later.
me? You shot me. That's what she said. You shot me. That's what she kept saying, right? So my question
Right.
is, how did you leave out that dance bitch? That's something I wouldn't have forgotten, you know? So at the end of the day, not only that, there were no tears. And then when Gail asked her, were they fucking? She said no. They were just really close friends. You guys, come on. Are y'all really gonna? I think the
Lying.
reason why she said it is because she probably told Party, I ain't never fucked that little midget. We were just friends.
Cap.
And Party probably believed it and said, yeah, I believe you, babe. I love you. Uh-huh. Come on, man. Come on. We know that they had a sexual relationship. There were emotions involved. That's why she acted like she did. But all I'm saying, you guys, is it's if you're against it and you say I don't believe Meg, people attack you. Her followers, they attack you. Then they throw out that protect black women. I'm tired of people saying protect black women without the facts. Like I said, this black woman has told 20 different stories, so it's hard for us to believe it. And when you're lying about fucking someone, it makes everything you say after that a lie. Everything. I think the only thing she said that was true was that the deaths that she had in her family. That's the only true part. Everything else is bullshit. I don't believe it.
Right.
And when the truth comes out, I know they're not going to give Tory the flowers he deserves. They're just going to say, oh, well, the truth prevailed and he didn't do it. Okay, moving on. On to the next page. No, I need you guys to attack and drag Meg for the years you dragged him. They wanted him
Of course.
deported. They wanted his music taken off. Her fans went as far as to create a change.org to have him deported, y'all. So imagine what this man has been going through for 2 years. Then when he started going on Twitter saying, I was fucking them both. So when I apologized, that's why I apologized for fucking them both. That's why. He didn't say, hey, Meg, I'm sorry that I shot you. He just said, I'm sorry. We don't know what that I'm sorry could have been about. But it's funny how they're flipping that narrative like he was saying, I'm sorry for shooting you. That won't work in court. just saying I'm sorry. You got to put what you're sorry for in order for it to be relevant to the case. You feel me? So I just can't say, hey,
Right.
I'm sorry. That don't mean that I'm sorry for shooting you. I could have said, fuck you, and then said, oh, I'm sorry. So again, him saying I'm sorry was just too bland because there was nothing attached to it after that. So for everyone to think that that's why he was saying it, because he shot her, that would have been enough for him to be locked up then. There wouldn't have been no bail, y'all. He wouldn't have been making no new music. So y'all got to
Facts.
stop. Y'all got to learn y'all laws too, because a lot of y'all dumb as fuck. And a lot of y'all think, well, maybe he washed his hands that same night. Y'all got to stop saying this dumb shit. Y'all know ain't no way in
Man,
hell. He wouldn't have had
the only
time,
way you
all
can get
right?
rid of gun residue is water and milk. And you could
You think
barely
they
get
had
rid
some
of it
milk in the
that
car?
way.
You think they had some milk in the car that night?
No.
Okay, I don't either. I don't think he just had a bottle of milk in his pocket. Hey, everybody, I got some milk in my pocket. Come on, you guys. We got to start using our head. So all I'm saying is this woman got on this show with Gail, and Gail is like the devil. If you go on her show, your career is going to go in flames, period. That's how I feel. Everybody that talks to Gail, they lose credibility in their lives. They lose their jobs. Things happen. Gail's always going to have money because her best friend is Oprah. Let's not forget that, y'all. Oprah don't give a fuck
True.
about black people anyway. She don't care about us
Mm-mm.
either. But Gail is one of those people that will talk shit about you even when you die. She tried to beg Lisa Leslie to say that Kobe was a rapist. And Lisa even hit her with the facts. How come you didn't ask Kobe before he died? You had many opportunities, Gail. I mean, he retired in 2016. You had a couple years to talk to Kobe. Why didn't you? Oh, let's go back to the subject. But that woman, she said in Colorado that, you see how Gail is? She's one of those
Right.
women that don't, somebody needs to mute their phone. Okay, I muted his phone. So again,
Okay.
you guys, what I need you guys to understand is that what Meg did, a lot of people said that she messed up. A lot of people said she should have kept her fucking mouth closed until trial. Now that she did that video, do you know that Tory's people were watching the video? They're gonna use that in court. And they're gonna say, well, this is
Absolutely.
what she's saying this now, but she said this back in the day. So which one is it, Meg? Which one is it? Did I tell you to dance, bitch, or did I not say that? Because you didn't say that in the first video. That first video is what's gonna mess her up because she shouldn't have spoke
Hmm.
at all. When something happens to you like that, you gotta stay quiet until it plays out in court. That protects you.
Right.
When you go out and tell everybody all these stories, you're showing your hand. She showed her hand to Tory, so they have a really good case. Then you got some people that believe Meg saying the DA wouldn't pick up a case if they didn't believe they had it. Well, so they had it for 2 years and didn't do nothing with it. Now all of a sudden they're gonna do something with it. Oh, because of
Right.
COVID. Do you know how many cases happened after Meg's case that's now closed? Come on, you guys. All this can't be COVID. All of it ain't COVID. You mean to tell me they couldn't do no trial from Zoom and then lock them up? I've seen it on TV all the time. Somebody in orange with the handcuffs on. You see the judge on one screen, they're in the other screen. They couldn't do no Zoom and arrest them and do a trial. I
Because
mean,
they
they were
didn't have
doing.
a because they
Go
didn't
ahead.
have an investigation enough to prove it.
They had the
It,
thing about you
didn't
have
they
to have
say
enough
that they
evidence.
lost
Yeah.
evidence? Didn't
What'd you
they
say?
say they
And
lost some evidence too?
They lost? How?
allegedly, allegedly.
I don't even remember hearing that part. I remember the DA saying, well, not DA, but somebody in Tory's camp saying that there was no gunshot residue on his hands or his fingerprints on the gun. Now, some people said, well, he could have wiped his fingerprints off. That's true, but that gunshot residue doesn't. It's not easy to wipe off. It is not easy to wipe unless you, like he said, unless you have milk and what water? What'd you say, milk and what?
Milk and water.
Okay, so I know Tory wasn't carrying no milk with him in his pocket when they were coming from a club. So come on, guys, we gotta use our brains here. So for them not to find that, but they found it on what the clothing. So it kind of corroborates that they were all fighting over that gun. Because if there's a
Right.
whole bunch of people in a car that's going for a gun, I don't know who had the gun. I don't know. I can't tell you that. But you find out your girl is fucking your man and you're so enraged and you're drunk, anything could have happened. All I'm saying is if Tory was guilty from day one, it wouldn't have taken 2 years to prosecute a black man. I've seen black men get cases open and closed in a couple months. When you're guilty, you're guilty. I mean, think about it. R. Kelly's been in jail for 2.5 years, y'all. They didn't care that he had COVID. They didn't care that he was diabetic. They didn't give a fuck. They kept his ass in jail. He's still in there. So what I'm saying is they can't wait to lock a black man up. So you mean to tell me the DA
Facts.
said, let's let him make some music and we'll just blame COVID. Hey, get your COVID on. I'm not buying that. There was a lot of cases that happened during the time this happened that are already closed, you guys. I'm not buying it. I feel like the case took this long because they had to come up with more lies and more fake evidence to push it. Then I remember Meg saying, y'all think he's not guilty because he's not locked up yet? it's because of COVID. That's what she said to her fans at the beginning of January. And I said, oh, so now it's COVID. Okay, gotcha. But you see how quick they locked his ass up for posting on Twitter. Make it make sense,
Mm-hmm.
Meg. They came and got him for posting on Twitter. So you mean to tell me they couldn't lock him up? If they know he did the shit, and Kelsey said, hey, Tory shot Meg. That should have been enough to lock his ass up, right?
Facts.
They had no problem locking him up for posting on Twitter. So I do not want to hear that there's not enough resources and that it's COVID. They came and got his ass. I mean, he bailed out, of course, but look how quick they got him for speaking on Twitter, y'all. So you mean to tell me that when that shit happened, they couldn't keep him locked up with no bail? There's a such thing as no bail. There is a such thing, you guys. So all I'm saying is, you guys can believe it. I don't. It has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with these women that are lying. Just like all these women that give you false allegations or sexual allegations on these black men, y'all believe women the first moment they open their mouth. Chris Brown did this to me. I believe her. Y'all remember what he did to Rihanna in 2009? I know he did it. Oh, I know he did it. When you make him mad, he did it. He did it. He did it. Then he releases the video, or I'm sorry, the audio of her saying, I just want some dick. He didn't even say anything. He just released the audio and looked at y'all on the camera like, what, motherfuckers? And then what did y'all say? Oh, that's 1 out of 100. You see how women are? They say that's only one that he... Exactly. You get what I'm saying because you chuckle. You get what I'm saying. But when Meg does something, y'all don't want to bring up what she did, though, in 2015, right? How she put her hands on her family member and got a case for that. Y'all don't want to bring up her past. Y'all want to say, well, her family died. She's an innocent little flower. She had to work with a little bit of scraps she was given. I don't give a fuck. I don't. If y'all want to bring up the past, let's bring up the past. When she said, I don't hit anybody, I don't get loud, she's lying.
That was
again.
A lie. She was capping.
You know
She was beating up her
That
ex.
was a straight lie.
She was beating up her ex-boyfriend Party because Party was talking about it. Please. That's a lie. But hey, what blows me
peaceful mind.
about
That's
this,
peaceful mind. Go ahead, hon. I'm sorry.
what's blowing me about this whole situation, and if I'm the lawyer, I'm gonna cook Meg's whole argument now. Cause hold on, Meg, you said that he was on out of the car and he had the gun in his hand. He's Tory Lanez. He's a famous musician. You're a famous musician. You're near your house in Houston. You mean to tell me if Tory was out of a car with a gun in his head and nobody wouldn't have seen it? Nobody wouldn't have seen it? Are you gonna tell me with a straight face that Tory Lane got into the hood of the car and shot you and saying dance bitch and nobody in the neighborhood saw it?
Okay, hold on.
I got one.
Savage.
I got one.
Oh, hold on. Savage Stoner said the milk is false. So he's saying that your
The
milk, what you said about the milk is false. Can you
the
elaborate?
milk no, I'm gonna elaborate because with the milk and water, because the only way you can get rid of gun residue is you gotta eat is pee. So the milk and the water dilutes your pee enough so you could use it to get rid of the gun residue. I didn't really explain it all the way, but the milk and water is used to flush out your system because pee is really the only way to get rid of gun residue.
So he would have had to whoop his thing out and pee right there before
Right,
the
you have to
okay.
drink
Oh,
basically.
that's disgusting, man. That's nasty. Go ahead, Sweeney.
Yeah, I got one even better for you. You said that
What?
wouldn't nobody have saying that she saying Tory Lane's out there shooting a gun. How does gunshots go off and the
And
police
nobody
don't
hear
get a
it.
call about gunshots and they don't arrest the motherfucker with the gun,
Bro, you're
especially for
cooking.
gunshot residue?
Bro, you're cooking right now. You're cooking right now. I'm gonna give you
No,
another one.
no. Okay, go ahead. You go. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you another one. Meg, if I'm the lawyer and I hear the recording and I hear this, I'm gonna say, Meg, you said that he was near the house, but the first recording is weird because the recording on the Instagram live, he was at the party with Kylie, right? So
Right. Go ahead.
so if you said that it was near your house, then how come the cameras of Tori getting arrested and you getting shot was near Kylie's house? The report said they were near Kylie's house. So who's lying? Is the news people lying saying that y'all were near Kylie's house, or are you lying? That's another discrepancy.
Now, I want to add to what you said, Sweeney. You said that if shots, because she said the shots were just going off in the Gayle interview, right? That's when she's cried. She was like, oh my gosh, he's shooting that. Okay, you're right. This is LA. You mean to tell me people are not outside? They were in a secluded area in the back of a ditch. Where were they at? It sounds like they were probably in an area where there was absolutely no one there. That reminds me of the Tupac thing. When Tupac got shot, it was on the Vegas Strip around the time of Mike Tyson's fight. Y'all telling me that there was not one person on that damn strip? Not buying it. It's just you have to use your head on some of this stuff. But if you shoot from inside a car on the ground, it's not going to be as loud as it would be if you were outside. Agree or disagree, guys? Talk to me.
Agree.
Okay.
But
So
even
if
then,
one shot went off towards the ground, and that's what created the fragments to hit the side of her foot, I would believe that more in someone that's in a sitting position. That's just me. But help me out with that.
but even then, here's the thing: you got to look at the series of events. Gunshots go off. You get shot
Right.
in the foot. The police pull up. They know you ain't no way you can tell me that they didn't get a call about gunshots. There's a gun in the car. It's warm, like it done went off. Nobody there gets tested for gunshot residue. Nobody.
Right there.
Nobody there. Nobody gets arrested. Well, except for Tory for having a gun. But you mean to tell me they got Tory in custody? They got a call that there were gunshots. They got a call there were gunshots. He's arrested for a gun. Gun looked like
Right.
it went off. She got a gunshot wound on her foot. And you mean to tell me nothing happens? He gets out the next day, no extra charges, no nothing. Takes 3 months for them to add extra charges.
Remember what she told Gail? She said she told the cops she stepped on glass. That's why they let him go. Because she told them she stepped on glass, which seemed plausible to them because of where the wound was. Right? They
Right.
pictured it. Okay, now them cops must have been some dumb cops who probably got their degrees at Independence University online. Because even a real cop would say, you stepped on glass, show me where you stepped on glass. Show me how
And
you stepped on glass. That's what a real cop would have done. Can somebody help me with that? Am I wrong here?
Real cop would have looked around and
no,
seen for the glass.
you're
Okay,
absolutely
true.
right. But
True.
there was actually no glass. There was no broken window on the scene. There was no glass. So the fact that she said she stepped in glass and the cops believed it is stupid. There was literally no broken evidence of broken glass on the thing. Which leads back to my question. Which leads back to this. I don't think nobody shot her. Really. I think that the two girls was fighting over the gun and Tory was in there trying to stop the fight. And as
Yes,
soon as
thank
Megan
you.
grabbed it, she shot herself. And because she was drunk and it was Tori's gun, she thinks Tori shot her. But in reality, she shot herself because it doesn't make sense.
That
And
makes
How does
probably and
I
to
can
add
see
to
that.
that,
Go ahead, hon.
go ahead?
the reason why she probably had the the ground fragments, like the concrete fragments in her foot, is because probably her goofy ass got out the car barefooted and started
Speak on it.
walking away from the car.
Speak on it.
Yeah, when women get drunk, and think about it, when they go to the club and they wear those heels that they know they shouldn't be wearing, your feet start to swell up like the Nut Professor. Your feet hurt, so you take your shoes off when you get in the car, so your bunions can breathe. That's what women do. So I can see why she would be barefoot because her feet were killing her. I mean, she's not 100 pounds, you guys. She's carrying thickness. So what I'm saying is, when I saw her dancing on live, I mean, on that, remember when she did the virtual concert? She was going
Yeah,
all the way down like it was better that time than all the other times. But this time you should have been moving a little different because you got
a
shot
little
in the
bit more
foot.
stiff.
Yeah, a little bit more
Where were
stiff.
the bandages at? Wait a minute,
No
you just had
bandages.
surgery. Where were your bandages at?
Not even stitches, bruh.
Yeah.
You didn't even see the stitches.
My thing, and here's the thing, guys. Like I said, when the truth comes out, hopefully before 2030, hopefully we'll get the real story. But when the truth finally comes out and we find out that it was not Tory that shot, but Tory was trying to break it up or whatever, but Tory was not the person that was trying to intentionally hurt her. He was probably helping. You know, she went for the gun. They all tussling over the gun. If that is the truth, do you think they're going to give him that same energy? Oh no, they're gonna give Meg the same energy that they gave him? Absolutely not.
No,
They're still gonna love Meg. They're still gonna feel like Meg deserves all the flowers in the world. But again, she just dropped a single. Everybody's like, man, she coming hard with this music. This her music right here. I know she's gonna have a killer album. This is all to promote her music. This trial keeps getting pushed back to this year. By the time this trial is over, we're all gonna be in our 80s. The way it's going. I've never seen a guilty black man it take this long to lock his ass up. And y'all got
celebrity.
all this evidence. Yes. Go ahead, hon.
Why? I don't think nobody remembers this, but a couple years ago, YNW Melly was arrested for allegedly killing his friends. And and I crap you not, I'm not, and I'm not saying, and I'm not joking. In this summer, he's gonna have his trial. We're gonna see that trial that was supposed to happen 3 years before happen before Megan the Tories. Something ain't right, y'all. Something
No,
something
I'm
ain't
with
right,
you.
man. Something ain't
My
right.
thing, my thing is, my thing is, he has a no gag order, and I always want to know why. So she's allowed to go and do interviews. She's allowed to go and talk to the blog, the press about everything. And one thing about Meg recently, she's been going back and forth with fans who say that they don't think she's telling the truth. Now, if you're telling the truth, why the fuck would you give a fan any time of day? You're Meg the Stallion. So if someone's calling you out and saying that you a lying ass bitch, and you know that they're just a troll. You know that they're just a nobody. You're the rich one. You're the one with the money. You have all the status. Why would you entertain a troll? She went in on a lot of people that said that they don't believe her story. So
Mm.
usually guilty people act like that. Because if you know the truth, you're gonna stand 10 toes down on that truth. But she's moving like a liar. And I'm sorry if I don't believe her. I've watched too many crime shows. I went to school too long to know when someone's lying. If I said, "Hey, are you fucking this person?" No, I'm not. It should be instant like that. It shouldn't be. You mean sex? Well,
No, we're
no,
just friends.
no, we're
What?
just really good friends. I said, "Wow." So you don't even want to admit to messing with the 411 dude. Like, come on, Megan. We all knew y'all was getting it in. We saw those lives and you guys were lovey dovey. You was fucking them. Just keep it 100. Just keep it 100. But again, people that used to hang with Meg when she used to drive the boat, you notice how she doesn't do that much anymore, right? When's the last time you seen her do a live driving the boat?
Hmm.
That says a lot.
That's like
Since
four
that
years
incident,
ago.
since that incident happened, I haven't seen Meg driving the boat. Am I the only one that hasn't seen her drinking a whole bottle of Hennessy? Let that sink in. Now, if they would have tested, if they would have did a alcohol swab on all of them that night, or if they would have checked them for how much liquor they had in their system, I'm sure they all would have been over the legal limit. Y'all agree with that? She would have
Absolutely.
probably been 10
How
times over
doesn't
the
that
legal
happen
limit.
too? How doesn't that happen?
Exactly. Exactly.
Gunshots, gun. All y'all probably inebriated. You can't sit here and tell me that the police couldn't tell that y'all had liquor
It
on
was
y'all breath
drunk.
or anything. And
Facts.
this is all coming off of gunshots. Because what reason would the police have to pull them over? What reason would the
Yeah.
police to be there?
A commotion had ensued and they came to check. Like I said, these cops that they had must have been paid off because they didn't do their job. They should all be fired. A real cop would have said, "Okay, how'd you get that wound on the side of your foot? You stepped on the glass. Where was it at? Because we got to take pictures. We got to make sure
Facts.
everything matches, right?" So they just took her word for it. Yeah, I stepped on this big thing of glass and it hurt me so bad. Come on, you guys. When it's celebrities,
So bad you need a surgery.
right.
And into that, but that's
Hold
not
on,
the
you guys.
crazy part. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, no, go ahead. You go ahead and finish, and then we're gonna let unbiased truth talk. Go ahead, hon.
And the crazy part about all of this is it's not in Houston. It's not in Florida. It's in L.A. It's in California.
Oh
So you
yeah, they
need to
came
tell
right to
me
get
that
us.
shots. You need to tell me that shots can go off in California in a good neighborhood and nobody's gonna get called. Something ain't right.
Oh yeah, unbiased truth. What you got to say? Go ahead, hon. Unbiased, you there? He
Yo,
must have
peace.
Boost Mobile,
What
y'all.
up, celebrity?
Okay, I thought your Boost
I didn't
Mobile was
realize it
acting
was
up.
muted.
Nope. Go ahead, hon.
Yo, shout out to everybody on the panel. Thank you so much. And before I even start, I want to say that I appreciate everything that you do, celebrity. I mean, everything that you do literally is essential to this community. And I want to do more to support you. And anything I can do, I will do times two. Even if you decide to take that absence, I want to let you know that somebody's going to pick up that mantle and continue going. You've inspired me to continue to do more to hold people accountable. The accountability queen has blessed her royal subjects with more information than we need to be able to do more. So thank you for everything that you do. If nobody else says that, I'm proud
Man, I
of you and
appreciate
everything you
you.
continue to do.
Thank you. Right.
Man, thank you, unbiased truth. Man, that made my day because man, I wasn't gonna do this show. I was gonna shut everything down today. So I'm thankful. Thank you. Thank you for saying
I
that.
hear it in your voice. They got you frustrated, and not just this
Yeah.
topic, just in general. And I've been right there with you,
Facts.
just on that road of just holding people accountable for their actions, even reposting exactly what they post. But they don't like what you say about them because it doesn't fit their narrative. And
Right.
when we
And
talk about a narrative, we can talk about this Megan Pete situation because she's not telling a story. She's pushing a narrative. And that's exactly what we saw in that interview. This wasn't somebody telling us a story. This is somebody repeating a narrative that they were told to repeat in order to garner what they need in order for the public to understand what happened. She wasn't telling us the story, like I said. She was simply trying to let people know I'm a victim because no matter what the court says, and this might be a situation where the courts find this man no evidence or be able to be conclusive. But we got a whole situation now where she needs people to understand she's a victim. And every single time that she steps in front of the microphone, she has to let people know that because she doesn't know what's going on. I cannot believe this many people are listening to the tales of a drunk person sitting here trying to tell us what happened at night. Everybody talks about what happened that night, but we negate to say that the number one issue with all of this is that alcohol was involved. And anytime alcohol is involved around alcoholics, everything is going to get hazy. And when we talk about people like Megan Pete, I'm in Houston, I'm in the game. We all know she is a known liar. She is a profound liar. We see everything that's been going on with her record label, and we know how that industry is. Rock Nation is behind her, trying to bleed this man's pockets by drawing out this case. And every single time she brings this thing up, she's humiliating herself and literally and figuratively shooting herself in the foot. It's pathetic.
That was
You cooking,
powerful.
bro. You
He is
cooking.
cooking. I'm full right now. He went in and he was so
Right,
calm.
bro.
So, and if any all of you guys on the panel, if you guys didn't hear what I said at the beginning, Unbiased Truth was just bringing up my frustrations with Instagram and Facebook. They keep muting me, you guys. They keep putting me on 30-day bans. You guys remember that
Right.
when we talked about mask off the makeup? So I had posted
Yeah.
that same video on Facebook. Facebook, and I got on a 30-day ban for bullying. Now y'all know y'all seen that video all over social media. I didn't just create the video overnight. I shared what I saw online. Well, they got me for 30 days, and they said anything I post after my 30-day ban's over for 90 days, it's going to be pushed all the way down to the lower feed. So people are not going to see my posts right away. And then Instagram just got me on a violation, and they took away my ability to be monetized because I shared a video of a mother slapping her baby. We do that so that it can be brought to light, so we can bring awareness to these women who don't deserve their kids. Even though the
Facts.
woman is now locked up, that same video, I saw it on multiple pages that were bigger than mine, some a little bit smaller than mine, but it's the same video, the same message that I shared. And their videos are still up. My video got taken down within 20 minutes, and they warned me that one more post, I lose my Instagram for good. So I don't like to be controlled like that. So what I was telling people at the beginning is that I might take a break and not come back the next year because I'm just tired, you guys. I mean, and no
Right.
matter what I say, I'm always being told to be quiet by these pages. The only page I can actually thrive on is Twitter because Elon Musk is gonna let you actually speak your mind. He ain't gonna
That's right.
take you down. So I actually like Twitter right now more than I do Facebook and Instagram. I don't want to give up, guys, but if I say one more wrong thing that they don't like, I'm done. It could be a text transcript, it can be a comment. I'm on
Right.
eggshells. I'm actually not even on eggshells. I'm on broken glass right now, literally. So one
It's,
move and I'm falling right through.
I'm gonna say this because I got we got to this should be appreciate this should be appreciate celebrity stream as well because I discovered you from a different perspective. He's helped me evolve my ways of thinking when it comes to the narrative that they push, right? And the only reason why they're doing this is because you're speaking the truth and you're speaking the truth and hurting people's feelings and they don't like it. And we live in a world now where people rather sit there and have somebody lie to them than not tell them the truth because of their feelings. What Megan has done throughout this whole time period has been done to every single brother in any neighborhood getting blamed for it. The only difference is they don't have the money like Tory and they'll be going to prison quicker than Tory. That's the only difference. So I want to say I appreciate celebrity for even making the stream and giving people light because there's a lot of people out there who you become a voice for the voiceless because there's a lot of men out there who can't speak and say what they want to say because they're afraid their livelihood will get taken away because we live in a world where people's feelings are just fact, even though it's an opinion. Their feelings are fact, and we have to keep it as facts. Otherwise we lose our livelihood over it. It's a messed up situation, and I say if you need to take this break, I agree because nothing is worth losing your money, your livelihood for people who you're just trying to wake up and they don't care.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I do, guys. I mean, it makes me happy when I'm able to post something and share something. But when they're starting to, report me for or shut me down for things that are already out there, that's where it's a problem. Like y'all know these gossip pages, they post worse. I've seen these ghetto hood pages with 250,000 followers. They'll post somebody running from a shooter and bam, you see them fall to the ground and blood splatter everywhere. That's okay on Instagram, or a woman shaking her ass and you can see her dress riding up and you can see her ass. That's
Or a
okay. But
child or a
go
child's
ahead.
dead body on Instagram as well.
I've seen that too. I've seen a lot of bad things on Instagram. So me sharing something that was already public to bring awareness to the women that don't deserve their kids should be allowed to be posted. It's not like I did the action. It's not me. But mind you guys, it was the father of the child that posted it because she sent it to him, right? And it's still up on his page almost 4 hours later. Same video that I posted was down in 20 minutes. It's been up for 4 hours on his page. So people can't tell me, well, it's because your page is bigger. It doesn't matter. The video is the video. It's the video that got that whole post taken down, right? So if the video is not accepted on mine, it should be accepted on any platform, is what I'm saying. They're not doing that. A lot of your pages like mine who hold people accountable, we don't stay that up that long because we always get silenced. It's frustrating when you put all this hard work into your craft and you're always getting shut down for it. So, like I said, that same video is still on Twitter. They haven't gotten me for it. I'm sure Facebook would have gotten me for it. So, it's just frustrating, guys, because I don't know what I'm allowed to post now. I can make a regular post, just a meme. It could be a meme, and somebody can report me for bullying, and that meme right there will shut down my page that took me almost 10 years to build. I don't know, guys. I'm just in that mindset of I'm tired, And somebody had mentioned Rumble. I never heard of that. What is Rumble? You guys know what that is?
Rumble is it's kind of like it's freedom of speech platform. It's kind of new, but I don't
Is
really know much
are black
about
people
it.
on there? That's what I care about. My people. Are we on
I
there?
mean, you could go to Rumble. I mean, you could go to Clubhouse too, because Clubhouse is
Yeah,
it's
you would
kind of
thrive on
slowly
Clubhouse.
right. You would thrive on Clubhouse, and they don't even care because they let people like Whack 100 argue
I
against the
remember who that
community for
is. Right.
days.
You're gonna have to tell me
So,
about that. Yeah, and
Yeah,
shout out
yeah,
to Miss. Is her name Flulin? She said
it's
there are a lot of black women like myself that support you. Thank you, Miss Flulin, because I'm not saying this is all women, but I know majority of it's women that don't like me. But again, that same video, if you go to that mother's page, she has about 15,000 comments. So that should tell you I didn't get her those 15,000 comments in 20 minutes. You guys, come on, let's be real. I'm not that big. I'm not the shade room. That means that
right.
that video would have had to been posted on thousands of pages for them to come to her page and put 15,000 comments on there. So again, that video had already been out there. And when it got sent to me, I was a little nervous to post it, but then I'm like, it's already out there. It's already on Instagram. But the dad actually posted it and tagged her. That's what brought people to the mother's page. That is bullying. But the
Facts.
kids is still up there. Now I'm not saying he's wrong. He was mad. You send me a video of you harming our child. I'm pissed. But he actually tagged her and said some really hurtful things. That's bullying. I said, how did he get away with that? Because I was PG on my caption. He's rated RRR, y'all, on
Oh
his
yeah,
caption. And it's still on there. So, and not only did he post it there, he actually did a story saying, bitch, you're going to get yours and stuff like that. So my
right.
thing is, they can do that and nothing happens. But when I post it, I'm being warned. And like I said, when they took away my ability to be monetized, I'm like, okay, yeah, we done here because I
Right.
deserve it. You got these bigger pages sharing my content. They're getting paid off of me, yo.
but
I mean,
see,
all
that's the
these people,
thing.
they get
That's the
paid off of
thing.
me. Like,
It's
pay me.
wild. Like
And
your your
unbiased.
your your line
Oh,
of
I'm let you go
business,
ahead.
your line of
Mhm.
business, the accountability is shameful to shameful people. And that's the whole issue with holding people accountable for their actions. Whenever you get to sharing things about what you said, even if your caption's PG, what you're attempting to do is fucking up their algorithm, if we're being honest with you. controversy sells. They want to see the controversy. They want to see it go to the max. What you're doing is
Facts.
providing a solution to a problematic culture. If this world were perfect, trust me, it wouldn't be. So when you come into it, injecting a situation where this could stop this whole cycle of violence, it actually fucks up that algorithm, causing them to be like, no, we got to get you up out of here. You're actually a cheat code. And that's what they're hoping that you don't realize about what you're doing.
Boy, you
I
be
think
speaking.
it's
Unbiased people
funny.
need to change your name to Martin Luther King. He be going in, don't he, y'all? He be
And
going
it's
deep.
funny,
You the
but
cheat code. Like I'm a video
uh, unbiased truth.
game.
It's funny.
I
But I'm
like
gonna say
unbiased
this.
too. Go ahead, hon.
I'm gonna say this unbiased and celebrity. If she and I'm gonna shout him out in the comments. I'm gonna shout out Jerome because Jerome speaking facts. If this was a channel, like he said, if she was talking about white men and worshiping him and how much she loved him as much, she wouldn't get all the flack she getting. Because she defending us that they're shutting it down. Because of biased truth. What nobody wants to realize is the black men is at the bottom. We're at the bottom. It's everybody else. It's the community. It's black women, and then there's us.
See, rooms like that shaming some type of class that may be up higher than another does not perform well in that algorithm. That's why you see rooms uplifting black men and women performing so low in the algorithm. They don't want you to see that shit. They rather cause division. They rather cause all kinds of issues. They mention you going to Clubhouse, and Clubhouse is great, but most of the rooms that perform well are all problematic. As soon as you start a
Facts.
room asking what solutions can we provide to the community, you'll see 9 or 10 people. But see, those are the rooms that I thrive on because people in there are not listening to speak, they're listening to understand. And that's why this community is so important. Nobody in the chats outside of Diana, I don't know what the hell she was on, but everybody in the chat is here to understand what we're talking about, not to just respond and spew some nonsense. Of course, we're talking about what's been heard. We're talking about gossip because it's been gossip the entire time up until this case is closed. But when we talk about holding people accountable, we can look at your actions and obviously see people are not doing what they need to do in order to be upstanding citizens. And see, I'm trying to be unbiased about everything. So yes, I have my personal biases, but when it comes down to understanding what's righteous about a situation, I have to remove those personal biases and get down to the nitty gritty, even if it means holding myself accountable. And if that shit was common, the world will be a little bit better than what it is now. But see, what we're talking about right now on this panel is not common knowledge. And that's why I'm so glad that we have a space. And like I said, we got to keep supporting the real. And that's what I continue to do. And that's why I'm here
Right.
tonight and every single time I see that you're about to post.
You can, but then you gotta think like this, unbiased. And hello, Slippy, how you doing? It's an honor, pleasure to meet you again. And whatever you say, wherever you speak it, you gotta understand you're speaking to the ether and it's listening. See, the thing is, a lot of people fail to understand. See, you have two sides, right?
Right.
See, people that consume themselves as like, let's say, I hate to bring political into the situation, but if you think about it, everything around life is surrounded by political. If you really think about it, like
That's true.
how you talk about the nonsense and stuff like that, whatever, it's a political move. You gotta think like that, and it's like, let's say for prime example, right? Let's go with the two main parties, Republicans and Democrats, right? If you're Republican, it's like you always right or you have information correct and you go by factual, right? Then the people on the left, they go by their feelings, how they feel. There's no factual evidence behind it. There's no study behind it. They just speak what they feel. That's the same thing they're basically doing to celebrity. See, celebrity is a polarizing figure. She's been
Right.
doing it for 7 years. And see, the people on the left may see her on the right instead of being in the echo chamber, right? But she's not a part of the echo chamber. She's for men's health. She showed that by her actions. She hold women accountable. This woman literally saved, and I will never forget it. Orchid made a video a while back. This woman said the post, this lady posts on Facebook for 3 years. Let that sink in for a moment. 3 years. A woman who not only speaking by a word, but she also showed it by action. You are considered a threat to the establishment. That's why they're trying to silence you. That's why they're trying to demonetize you. That's why they're
Right.
trying to stop you from making money because they want nonsense to be spreaded
That's
among the
true.
community. They
I
want
agree.
so
He cooking, bro. Everybody cooking tonight. I'm
I'm
getting full
just
over
Yeah,
here.
I'm just
he
It's true.
crazy.
I'm
And
just
so it's on us. If they trying to
yeah,
So,
demonetize her, it's on us. Each one teach
it
and
is.
one.
here's
If you
the
can't
and
buy
here's
a
the
shirt,
thing.
share news about the
When
shirt. Do whatever you can to help out.
But check this out. And this and I'm glad that Pax he said Tashina Arnold, but I want to elaborate not even on Tashina, but Tisha. Let's not forget when Tisha, Gina from Martin, when
Right.
she told
Mm-hmm.
everybody in February, oh, this van pulled up, and I was on, finishing my little acting gig, and he told me get in the car, and I looked at him, and
She
he
pulled a
said get in the
Jesse
car.
Smollett.
Yep, she said there was also somebody in the back seat telling her get in the car. She still didn't get in the car, so the driver told her, "Okay, sit in the front," and she was like, "No, I will not." Guys, that happened in February. To this day, we still haven't gotten an update from Gina, but the cops said that they not validated, they investigated her claims and they could not validate her story. So that's why we don't believe black women right off the bat because they lie. Tisha's career has been nothing but trouble. She has not made any money. She's broke. That's why she's saying, "Yeah, I do a reboot of Martin." But you said Martin was a pervert. Make it make sense, Tisha.
And that
You
was the
got to
main
make it make
reasons why it
sense.
was canceled.
Exactly. So now she wants to go back and work with the same guy that she said made her feel uncomfortable. Make it make sense, women. That's
and
why
not
we didn't believe her. I
and
believe
not
her
to
story.
mention also caused violence with her husband at the time. I
Oh
don't know if
yeah,
you still
I heard about her and Dwayne Martin. Okay, let me finish what I was going to say. But what I'm trying to say is
Yeah,
that she
yeah.
said something as serious as she was going to be kidnapped. And what did everybody do? Wow! They went to her page. They started watching her YouTube videos. She got a boost in attention. But when that when that police department came out and said, we investigated the area, we asked people that were nearby. No one saw this van that was missing what they say, it was missing like a seat or something in the back or something like that. But you said
Yeah, they
somebody
said it
was in
was
the back
missing the
seat.
seat.
So it
No,
was
they said it
missing
was
the
missing the
seat,
seat. Hmm.
right? But there was somebody in the back seat, even though it was missing a seat. Her story didn't make sense, guys, and it's been 2 months, almost 3 months, and we haven't gotten an update. They didn't find the people, and Tisha never came out and said, "Hey guys, here's the police report." Nothing happened because the cops already said you're fucking lying. So that's why we can't believe everything we hear until we see the facts. Because when their career is sinking, or when they come out with a bad album that they thought was gonna do good, they have to do something to get that attention again. It's no different than these women that say he sexually assaulted me, and then everybody goes to their page and gives them a follow, a share, a view, whatever it takes to boost them up. Then it'll fizzle out. It's no different. Meg Thee Stallion's last album flopped. It was terrible. So she came out with a single, then 2 days later she sits with the devil. You guys, it's not hard to put these things together. Every time she
no.
comes out with something, she has music coming or something already dropped. Come on, you
Right.
guys. Come on. Am I the only one that's seeing these patterns? Like I
I've
I'm
said,
seen
seeing the
her.
patterns too.
I've seen a
come
lot.
on, y'all.
But think of like this though, celebrity. I've been seeing the parents a lot when it comes to celebrities in general. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, like, you understand, celebrities, they love the limelight. They love to be in the people's eye. They love to be talked about. They love the limelight so much they don't sit to themselves or try to figure out things about themselves because that's not what they used to.
Right.
They're not what they used to in life. They're not used to like sitting down, developing critical thinking skills, develop everything. I even see celebrities don't even dress themselves. That's the crazy part. Don't even put on their own makeup. You got makeup artists that does
Oh,
that.
I knew that. I knew that already.
Oh
That
yeah.
yeah. But I'm
Oh, yeah,
saying
that's not nothing new.
they're not. That's what I'm saying. The whole point is what I'm trying to say. They're not functioning human beings. You know. But
Yeah.
That's how it is. But when it comes to getting money, a lot of these celebrities don't mind selling their soul to
yeah,
make a couple bucks, even if it means your soul being taken, or even if it means your reputation being stumped. Because
squander.
when she came out, even Halle Berry, I am on Megan's side. How dare he do that? She needed to shut her dumb ass up. Halle Berry is the same person that said, I can't be with a black man because he's not faithful. So you get with all these Caucasians and they still leave you a baby mama, didn't they, Halle Berry? You crazy as shit. She's back crazy. She's no different than any other crazy woman in the world. Like I said, she was the one saying, I stand with Meg and he needs to be locked up. Deport him.
Right.
That was Halle Berry, guys, your favorite actress. Not mine.
This is the same Halle Berry that complains about child support every month that she still has to
Yeah.
pay.
Women shouldn't have to pay. No, honey, you wanted to get with those Brads. Remember? You only date Brads. You don't date BJ. You date Brad. All the guys that she got with, they pumped and dumped. And we're talking about Halle Berry. She thought a black man would be the only one to do that, and it was a white man that did that. So Halle
Mm.
won't admit that she's back crazy because women don't ever like to admit that. But when you can't find a man to hold on to you, and you could just be with one and have a kid with one, then eventually you have to acknowledge that you're the problem. She's no different than Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez been engaged 1,000 times. And how many times did they actually go through, guys? I mean, she had
Zero.
Jeter wearing a damn dress. When he did that little switch TikTok thing, they said, oh, yeah, he losing his damn mind.
Oh yeah,
Why
I
is he
seen
wearing a
that.
dress? Come on. And now where's he at? Making money with a whole bunch of hoes at the hotel. And where's she at? Back with Ben Affleck, going back to her ex. So again,
Who she
Jennifer's a problem. She's a problem. Women don't like
who
to
she
acknowledge
was
that.
still in love with, mind you. She was in love with
Oh,
Ben for
yeah.
20
I knew
years.
that. So, and I'm sorry, guys, I'm going off topic. But what I'm trying to say is everyone that Meg has been with said that she has a problem with drinking and she has an aggression problem. You can't continue to bring up who died in your family. You got to heal. Megan has the kind of money where she can get that help. She just doesn't want that help. She used alcohol as a coping thing, driving the boat when she should have been driving to a therapist. You feel me? Like I said, all that twerking and all that stuff, internally, she was still fucked up. And I honestly still do not believe that Tory intentionally shot this woman. I don't. I believe that they were fighting over the gun. I believe when a woman is scorned, she goes off the Richter. She will jump off the cliff. She's that mad, that angry. She sees red. They said at that party, she was really drunk and nobody wanted to be around her. So when she said, so I can see Tory saying, you know what? She's filthy drunk, y'all. We need to go. Let's leave. I don't want to leave. I
Nah,
think
it wasn't
she was
even
the
that
one.
way.
What? Well, because she said that they were
Nah.
Rumor has it is that the person that was hosting the party, a certain billionaire who would like to stay out of this
Kylie.
case, said that they were actually arguing amongst themselves. All three of them were arguing, and Meg had been there all day, belligerently drunk. I'm just gonna quote the person and a couple other people.
Oh, interesting.
So they said that Meg had been drinking most of the day and was arguing amongst the party. So she had asked all three of them to leave. And that's why she had to immediately leave with Tory, who had recently pulled up to the function. And then that's when all of the issues happen. See, she never mentioned. See, I rock with people that tell a story that with all the details, even if it makes it seem wild. There was no accountability on Megan's part in that interview that stated what the argument was about. When we got on the live, that
they
she
wanted
posted,
to leave. Remember?
Exactly.
She told Gail because I wanted to leave.
Ain't nobody arguing because you want to leave.
They arguing because
she
was kicked out.
Like, bye.
Because she was
I'd have been like,
ignorant.
bye. But you know what?
She was kicked.
I can see her getting mad because Kylie told her to leave because it wasn't Kylie's party.
Yes,
and I know,
it was.
Them Kardashians, they don't do fighting.
Right.
They don't fight. So they will quickly say, y'all niggas gotta go. I mean, y'all people gotta go. Y'all know how they are.
Right.
Y'all know how they gotta forget.
Right, but celebrity, we can't really say that name. We gotta she who must not be named that starts with a K. We'll just leave it alone. You know who you are.
Billionaire, the self-made billionaire.
The one with the lip fillers.
But see, this is the issue, though. This is the issue. They wasn't just arguing about one man. Rumor has it they've been arguing about multiple men that Megan has backdoored her best friend for. So where was all this protect black women stuff when she was backdooring her best friend? Are we only protecting black people when violence occurs, or are we doing this to protect her mental health, to protect relationships? I'm not sure. I think we're just picking and choosing narratives to support the fact that we want to be a victim. That's what it sounds like to me.
Well,
and
I heard
remember,
her friend is now pregnant, right? Isn't her friend now pregnant in a new relationship?
No, her pregnant has a baby. She had a baby already.
She already had a baby. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's pregnant again, so she's gonna have another baby.
Oh, so since that incident, she would have had 2 kids.
Basically, yeah.
They're not friends no more. We got to stop saying they're friends. They're not friends.
They're not friends anymore.
Also important to point out. They're not friends anymore. Why
wouldn't they be friends? Because
she crashed the boat and the friendship.
But why would she be mad about her sleeping with her supposedly good friend? Wouldn't make no
Because
sense, right?
Megan is jealous.
Yeah, she's
No.
controlling. The girl's controlling. She's like a
See, that's
linebacker. She
what
will tackle you.
happens. Remember, that's what. Let's talk about this for prime example, and this will put the cherry on top of the situation. If you think about it, think about this. Think about how women be so bitter when it comes to
Right.
certain situations. Think like this. You know how, let's say, for instance, a guy walks up to a group of friends, a group of girls, right? And you know how that story goes. If a man walks up to one of the girls and want to talk to the female, might want to pull her to the side and talk to her, but then the other girls are blocking you to getting that girl because they feel bitter because either they want to reject you or you don't like them.
Oh,
And that's the sad part about reality. And that's the same thinking that Megan Stallion did. Megan Stallion felt jealousy of her friend, of a guy she probably may like it. Don't know. I don't know the full story. I only know of the story. But if you really think about it, Megan Stallion is bitter. She's a bitter woman. Yeah, she may be making all this money. Yeah, you gotta think like this. Money really does not make a woman happy. What makes her happy is love, respect, and appreciation. The same thing that goes with a man. We all want to be loved. We all want to be appreciated. We all want to be respected. Megan is
right.
not getting that. She's not getting that. She's not getting that same self-respect. Yeah, she could probably. Sorry about that. So probably say she get that same
Like,
respect.
say, man, you doing construction?
No,
Right.
no.
Somebody playing that
like-
Rockstar theme song in the background.
No,
what was that?
I'm sorry. That's my ringtone. Sorry about that.
Damn, I don't like that ringtone I'm playing. No, but guys,
Are you
this to kind of
ringtone? That's how we do it.
just to kind of bring it back, y'all. Like I said, I know a lot of people are not going to agree with us. And again, I don't hate black women. I just don't like when people make up lies. And one thing about me is I like to wait until the facts come out. And that's what I would believe. You know, I just can't believe people that are doing all these interviews. Now, if I had been Meg the Stallion and this happened to me, I would have stayed silent as a lamb. I would have done any interviews. Nobody would have gotten no thing from me until we went to court. After you win, then you come out and tell everybody what happened, because now you have that win under your belt. But when you're speaking on something that hasn't been validated, no one's been charged with anything, and it's been almost 2 years, people get exhausted. And I hate when people say, well, y'all over here victim blaming and you're doing this, but this victim keeps coming out and telling all these different outlets, different stories. She's not helping her case. She's hurting her case. Tory is the only one that's been quiet up until the time he went on Twitter and said, look, and I don't blame him. Imagine being a black man and you know you didn't do it, but you can't speak on it. But this woman gets to get on every platform and tell them how you shot her. So you're getting death threats. You're getting all this stuff happening. They're pulling all these deals. You can't perform. All this is happening to you, and she can still talk about it, and you still have a gag. So he knew he was going to get locked up for what he did. It was worth it. He just wanted to get out what he could in that moment and didn't care about the consequences. So again, can you blame that man for being tired of her dragging his name in the mud? Okay, you said I shot you. Okay, you said it already 50 different ways. Okay, let's wait for the truth to come out. Then when they said there was no gunshot residue on his hands, she took that as an opportunity to say, and that doesn't mean he didn't shoot me. Okay, so now you're backtracking, man.
Oh,
It does mean that. And all
can we
these crime
stop,
shows, that is so important. That is so important in these crime shows. That's how you find out who had the gun, who used the gun. That's the importance of it. So again, no matter what she says, until I actually hear that he was charged with, what did they say it was going to be? Not attempted murder. What was it? Assault with a deadly weapon.
Assault with a deadly weapon.
Okay. And I'm sure that they will deport him. That will be his charge. But again, until that happens, I just don't think Tory will put himself in a position to take his whole life away. And then again, if you go on his Twitter, he just said, you're not going to stop my greatness, or you can't stop greatness. So he's still posting. He's just not speaking about her now. So a man that's guilty is preparing to be guilty. He's been talking. Right. He's been living life, having fun, doing music videos with Chris Brown. There's a lot of people that do believe him. That's why they're still working with him. Mind you, she wanted everybody to stop working with him. So Meg likes control. Didn't she get mad at the baby?
Please
Yeah,
don't
Baby's
get me
she had a
started
money.
on
song.
the baby.
She had a
He was like,
song with
this
the
is
baby, but
my
that's how the
money.
baby rocks, though. That's how the
He
baby
said this
rocks.
is
He's not
he said this
necessarily
is a
about that
business
industry
thing.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
He said this is a
Right.
exactly.
business thing.
This
Just
is
because you don't
why.
rock with him. And again, the baby probably believes facts too. Now we know that the baby did a lot of bad stuff because there's video, right? Showing what he did.
Right.
But one
Right.
thing about the baby, he wasn't gonna stop his money because Meg is mad at him. So at the end of
Facts.
the day, to try to control other celebrities to not work with Tory was told me that she wanted that control. She wanted this man's life to be completely over. Well, that didn't happen. The man still made music. He still makes the millions. Okay. So
It,
all I'm
it,
saying is,
Peter.
go ahead. Go ahead.
it's funny because you talk about Megan and you talk about the female artists and everything. It's funny because Megan can sit here and lie on Tory Lanez and it could be fine, right? Right on Biased Truth.
Oh yeah,
But
she could definitely
our
lie.
community could get mad at a person for snitching and and Biased Truth. You know what I'm talking about? The same person who just dropped his new song, "He Who Must Not Be Named," right?
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I'm with
And
you.
he gets in trouble for snitching, and he gets blackballed in everything he does for snitching and using his right to get back home to his family, right? But Megan can lie and not get no punishments. The double standard of this world.
That's why I'm trying to tell you. It's all, but see, a lot of people forget it. It's all political. This is all political moment. Look, the whole point is this. The whole point is to split up the black family, destroy the nuclear family. This is the reason why they're having black women turn against black men, somewhat, if you really think about it. So you see women being, like I said it before, you see women be bitter, you see women want to complain, they'll get, you'll be seeing a lot of women be saying like, hey, well, my friend has him, I want him, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It bees like that. And like people forgetting that's what, when it all comes boiled down to, it's literally is destroying the nuclear family. And who's all high promoting all this? Celebrities.
Well,
Celebrities
we
like
talking
Megan
about
Stallion,
political
Rappers,
things.
rappers, celebrities like Megan Stallion, celebrities like
Cardi B.
Cardi B. Come on. Here's the thing. She said this live national on Instagram. Or was it Instagram? I don't know what social media.
Instagram
And
Live.
she said that I rob men. Literally said that. Now imagine if a man said that I rob women. He will be ridiculed. He will be in jail. And here
No,
she
she
is,
robbed and drugged me. She didn't just rob him. She robbed and drugged him.
robbed. That's even worse.
That's
Not that,
worse.
but look at this. Did they just nail Bill Cosby the same way? Look at how they ridiculed this man. He
Yeah.
drugged and he
Well,
drugged and that. But
I
the
actually,
same
I
thing can
actually,
happen.
I actually did post something like that today. It was a story that was sent to me about a man who got drugged in Vegas. And I definitely want to do a show on that too, because I know that there's men who you might not have gotten drugged, but I know that a woman scammed you in some way, made you look one way, and they took something from you.
They
I
do.
would like to know because a lot of people
Facts.
don't believe that women can drug a man. They can. Now, mind you, they go back to his hotel. He already had alcohol and cups there because they were there for a bachelor party. You buy liquor on your own because you don't want to spend the liquor they have in the bar, right? Okay,
Right.
so she poured their drinks while he was putting his money up in the little safe that are in some hotels where you can put your money and valuables in the safe. And in that moment, she was able to spike his drink to where he passed out for hours. She took his shoes, but the biggest thing she took from him was a little gold chain he had around his neck with a little mini urn with his grandmother's ashes in it. So
Oh,
again, I'm gonna do a show this week about that too because I thought they were gonna report me for that too because we're talking about drugs, whatever. So again, we're gonna go over that, but I want you guys to give me your final thoughts on Meg Thee Stallion so we can wrap up. And
all
again,
right.
guys, if I do decide to take this break off of Facebook and Facebook I'm already on a break, whatever. But Instagram, I will do more stuff on YouTube. That's what I'll do, and I'll
Okay.
bring it here. And what I'll do is I'll start commentating the stuff that I get. Maybe I'll start doing it differently too. But I just want to be ultimately respected, and I'm not being respected. So just know that when they speak the truth, they're silenced the most. Just
Okay.
know that. I don't want to be a drama person. I don't want to say, oh, I hate all black men and get thousands and thousands of subs. I don't need it for that reason. So guys, who wants to go first with their final thoughts?
I want to go first.
Go ahead and keep it on, and don't you go into politics or nothing either.
I'm not. Just keep it
Okay,
right on the topic.
okay, go ahead.
Megan Thee Stallion is an overrated rapper who lied. Her music has never been good. It will never be good. And because she lied, it might not even because she lied and it might not even affect her right now. But eventually it will affect her. And eventually she'll be known as one of the overrated rapper or overrated one of the overrated female rappers who lied. Ladies, when you hear about female rappers like Little Kim and Lauryn Hill, you think and no, let's just put it with Lauryn Hill. Do you really think that Lauryn Hill ever had to talk about her body to get a Grammy? She didn't. Megan only has a Grammy because she got it off of it being a sympathy Grammy because she was shot allegedly. If Megan don't have that sympathy, she doesn't eat as an artist, and that's why she's doing this. It's because of sympathy and hate for a man who slept with her and her best friend. So now she see red and she out the blood. Megan is toxic, and after this, even if she doesn't get affected, I think that the men should be literally making videos until she get what she deserves because Tory lost sponsorship deals. He lost everything. The man lost it. He couldn't even release his album he wanted to release. He had to stop doing quarantine radio all because of a lie. And that's all I gotta say. Justice for
Good
Tory.
job. I heard that. Thank you so much for saying your final thoughts, and I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. You know, we ain't gonna have no rappers like Lauryn Hill no more, though. Unfortunately, man. Now you got to rap about pussy, and you got to drop it down low. Every woman is
Huh.
shaped like a chromosome. They all wear colored hair. They stick out their tongue, and they act a fool. No one. The only female rapper right now. I mean, I'm not gonna say Nicki Minaj is trash, but even she's becoming, more commercial and yeah, yeah, and she's still a good rapper, but mind you, she didn't. I believe she didn't get a Grammy, right? It's crazy
No, she
how
didn't. No, she didn't get a Grammy.
Cardi B, and Meg Thee Stallion both got a Grammy before her, and she's been in the game longer. But the only rapper that I'm actually rocking with right now is Rhapsody, and I'm sticking with that. I think she is
Facts.
cold. A lot of people don't even know who she is. So when I say Rhapsody, they're thinking, "Oh, the old music group." No, not them. She is she's a black woman and she's cold. And there's been a lot of rappers that backed her up, like the Method Mans and the Dr. Dre's, but no one is doing an album with her. Why? Don't back her up and then not work with her because she's not shaking her ass. She's fully clothed all the time, but she will hit you where it hurts with her words. Um, she's not. She's like the Remy Ma. Remy Ma is not going to get the attention because these rappers are too real nowadays. But you can be a rapper if you're pretty and you are shaped like a chromosome. Anybody will buy your music because you're pretty. Pretty privilege, like Sweetie. She can't rap a lick. She probably can't even rap a gift. So what she can do is she's pretty and she can take pictures. She should be modeling. I think Sweetie should model. Her rapping career is trash. All you're doing is getting all these old good beats and you're putting stupid words attached to it. Like shake your ass for a chain and all that. That's dumb as hell. So again, that's why all these little McDonald's and places are picking them up because they're commercial. And they don't have to sound good or make sense. They have to look good, right? So imagine if Sweetie didn't have her body and her looks, do you think people would buy her music? No. If Meg Thee Stallion wasn't shaking her ass, do you think people would buy her music? No. So again, Meg Thee Stallion would always be known for having strong knees because that's all she did was drop it down and driving the boat. But I can't name 5 songs for Meg Thee Stallion. I can't unless we're talking about features because some of them songs were dumb. But again, guys, I'm with you on that, man. I don't think there's going to be any more Lauryn Hills. I don't think there never will, and that's why she had 8 Grammys in one night, right? That'll never happen with any of these rappers now. I'm being real. So good job. Okay, who's next? Let's see. Azure. Go ahead, hon.
Yes, ma'am. I'll go next. Wrapping up this whole entire situation, I see it like this. I see Megan as a broken woman who wants attention, who is attention seeking, trying to seek validation when she could just focus on other things other than herself. She probably wouldn't be bitter if she even put an ounce of energy or something towards else besides rapping, and stuff like that, or try to be a full-fledged artist. What she did, she gonna be known as a woman who ruins a man's life, who destroyed his career, basically destroy his way of life, could lead to suicide, could lead to this man like just offer himself or nothing like that. I mean, just anything. I feel like if you're gonna false accuse someone of a wrongdoing, I believe they should go to jail for that. For false accusation. You know what I'm saying? That's like the no, I can't say that because you said stay on topic. Because I was gonna get the same situation that happened.
Yep, you were about to say now back to this political. You could be Democrat, man. You the only one I know that go way off topic. You talk about something that's you have these
No, but
followers. Like, I'll come back on the chat. Go ahead, man. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, it'll be off the top, but it'll be similar to the situation.
Okay, what you about to talk about? What you about to talk about then?
If you think about like for prime example,
here we go, y'all. When he say prime example, he about to go into something. Get ready, everybody. Go ahead. I know how he talk now. I know his mannerisms. Go ahead, hon. Go ahead.
Well, thank you, man. Well, it's an honor you learn my mannerism. Then that means I don't pull no punches. But
go ahead.
So let's talk about this for prime example, and let me know if this story is similar, right? So you had 3 college graduate boys, right? 3 college graduate boys graduated from Harvard, went to a party, celebrate themselves, and do you know what happened to these 3 men? They got thrown in jail for a falsely accused crime for no reason. Then they had scholarships. They was on their way. 3 black men. And it's sad. All because she got rejected.
Wow. See, I knew you was gonna go way off topic. He said 3 black men. Then you dragged it. You know what happened? No, we waited for you to tell us. No. But I get what you're saying.
But I'm just saying it's a similar vein. Look what Stallion did. She destroyed a man's career,
right?
Based off of jealousy and being bitterness.
No, I'm with you on that. He won't get that back. You won't. They'll say, "Oh, he'll bounce back," but you don't get back the 2 years you wasted. It's never gonna go away.
Nope.
Those allegations, right?
The allegations will always. These young men are thriving, but they still have to live with the allegation because they was in jail. They was incarcerated. It was never took off their record.
Wow.
Never. Oh yeah, that's what happened in the story. It was the slate was wiped clean. The crazy thing is she went to jail. That's the crazy thing. She went to jail, but they never removed the charges from them. They have to live with that.
Yep, that's gonna be on their record, man.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you for having me as usual. I would have joined you a lot earlier, but I had to take care of business. But thank you, Mrs. Celebrity. Don't stop. And I want to say my last piece to you as well. Like I said before, and I'm gonna say this again: don't let nobody stop you from doing what you're doing. Well, as long as you have love and support and people who are willing to support you in the long run and love what you do, you show about men's mental health, you there for men, you speak for men, because you gotta think like this. You, in a way, you're thinking like a parent. In a way, it's like you have you consider us like all this what you're building is an empire. It's like you're building a family of people. You see what I'm saying? So never give up, never give in into their demands. If they stop you, they win. But if you don't stop, they're gonna continue to try to put robots in front of you. But I guarantee you, eventually, you're gonna get a W. And then you be sitting looking down on them while you be up in the cloud in the sky. That's all I want to say.
Man, you ain't playing with your words. He said, "Thank you so much. I appreciate
Yeah.
you, man. Thank you. I
Never.
mean, you make me laugh. That's why I said I know when you about to go way off topic, and then the chat be like, 'Here we go.' Chat be like,
Ah.
'We'll be back, Daphne. We'll be back to listen in.'" No, I'm
Yes,
just
ma'am.
they don't say that, but no, I appreciate you and thank you for your words. And like I said, it's always fun having you on. Okay, so
Yes,
I
ma'am.
definitely have you on more of them. You know, you're gonna be on all of them.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It'll be an honor to be on more of your shows. It will be a pleasure. Honor is
Okay, I
mine.
got you. I
You
got
have a
you.
good one.
You too. Okay, unbiased truth. Here we go. I know you about to go deep with it. Go ahead, Martin Luther King.
Nah, that was deep. That was deep right there in itself. But yo, once again, yeah, everybody should definitely be singing their praises to you because you definitely do help men heal in more ways than you could ever imagine. Even with a simple post, and no matter who tries to say you're doing whatever or they did it first, you are the original, the originator, and we appreciate you. But boom, let's talk about this stuff that just happened with this whole Meg situation. I believe this is exactly what happened because I know people and people know people, and we've all had our opportunity to digest what's happening right now. This is obviously a situation where they went to a party and Megan the Stallion, Megan the Mule, Megan the Bison got upset about the fact that Tory was flirting with somebody that was out of her league, meaning the billionaire that hosted the party. The young man was riding on the high of his life, hosted Quarantine Radio, which had the most views in Instagram history at the time, was releasing albums that got him critically acclaimed, Grammy nominated up until this point. The young man relished in the fact that he had all of this talent. And yes, he was knocking down two friends. We tend to neglect that fact that they are not friends anymore. And that's going to be extremely important once we realize all this information unfolds in court. Because what we have to realize is two friends arguing over a man that they didn't know they had an issue with is totally embarrassing in public in front of people that don't know y'all. So when they got kicked out and started arguing in the car, who knows what happened with the gun? All we know is that residue was not found on certain people, certain gunshots were fired, and I'm so tired of people saying that they were shot. If you were shot, you would know you got shot, especially in the foot, because, like everybody knows, the feet have the most bones in your body. So let's just say, to be safe, you were shot at. We still don't know who shot at you because you were drunk, and we don't need to sit up here and listen to the testimony from a drunk person. I believe in the Roman law, and Roman law maxims state that if somebody tells one lie in court, the whole testimony has to be thrown out. And not just the court of law, but the court of opinion and public opinion as well. Everybody want to sit up here and be mad at us for saying this girl is a liar. Might as well call this girl Megan the Lion. It's true that she's a liar because she's even stated that she is lying to people in order to cover up something that we have no clue truly what happened, because we are not the four people nor the eyewitness or the rings around the neighborhood that picked up what happened. But what I will tell you is this: every single time something like this happens with people like Megan the Stallion, people want to talk about, oh, it's a political narrative, or oh, this is a whole situation with the company. We all know that when you go to award shows, artists don't win awards, companies win awards. So 300 Entertainment, the ones that got Megan the Stallion on their roster, who were eventually bought out by Universal Music Group, who were fighting with Tory at the time because Tory got his masters back, that's what you want to trace that trail back to. Follow the rich white man, as so many people would tell you, because you will find that when you go and look at the paperwork, this is a systematic plot to demonize a young black man that got his independence in a game where you're not supposed to do that, not only at that age, but at that level he was at before this situation kicked off. It's pathetic and it's unbecoming of her to do an interview with Gayle King, of all people, the person, like you said, that is here to take down everybody's career. Every single time somebody talk to Gayle, their career goes in the dumps after this. And I hope that this rings true once again. Everybody want to talk about, we'll see what happens in court. I'm going to tell you right now, as much as we want to sit up here and talk about what happens in court, y'all don't respect the law anyway. Y'all going to feel how y'all want to feel about it. But I will tell you this: the more we sit up here and listen to the tales of a drunk alcoholic over and over again, tell us stories that she don't even know the truth about, it's going to get ugly for us. Believe what you need to believe and follow your own truth when it comes to situations like this. And I believe we'll all be a little bit healthier.
Man, preach, preach. Thank you so much, Unbiased Truth. I'm with you on that, man. I agree with everything you just said. I do. And shout out to everybody in the comments. You guys have been saying a lot of great things, especially from the women. Thank you to those who do support me. Like I said, I don't hate black women. I just hold the wrong kind of woman accountable. No matter your race, it's just unfortunately, I've seen a lot of our women doing these things. And I feel like if we bring them to light and bring more awareness, people will be able to look for it. But unfortunately, bringing awareness nowadays will get you blocked. Like I said, you guys, I'm gonna think it over. I'm gonna think it over because I still have a lot of content and videos that I haven't posted. Now I'm a little bit nervous, and I don't know if I should fall back. I don't even know who to speak to with all these reports that I keep getting that are not fair across the board. So, I mean, like I said, you guys, if you guys have a better idea, I don't want to leave these platforms because they're the biggest. But I mean, it's it's hard, you guys. It is. I've had 10 violations on Instagram, and we're only on month 4. I mean, it just scares me for the future because I can't get another one. And I didn't know that they were just counting them like that, singly like that. But I just don't feel like I should have been reported. I should have had a chance to appeal. They didn't even let me appeal. Usually, when Instagram takes something down, they allow you to put it back in review again so they can make sure it did violate terms. They didn't even give me that chance this time, guys. I've gotten that chance 9 times before. And this time I didn't. So that's how I know that I'm on the verge of losing my page. Because now they're like, look, we took the shit down. You ain't gonna do shit about it. Basically what Instagram said to me. So I'm gonna do the best I can, y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it just makes you feel uncomfortable when you know you're being controlled. Like I said,
Yeah.
Twitter is that no judgment zone right now, but I'm cool with Twitter, but I like Instagram and Facebook better. I guess it's just what I'm good at. But you guys, I'm trying. So like I said, if
See,
you guys have an idea of what I can do to save my page or dispute something that they didn't allow me to, tell me those ideas. I don't know what I can do at this point.
well, you know what? I think hearing that is just so difficult, but I believe it's something that we can do as people that support you by even just listening. We have to start a society within society. Anytime we see that you share something, if we can't afford it, you can at least suggest it to somebody or start saving up for it once you see it because we want to be able to show you that we care. And everybody's talking about different platforms. If we don't own those platforms, there's really no way we can actually go and trust that our stuff won't be taken down. So it might be time to start figuring out how to get some websites going. We know plenty of black people in tech that listen and that want to be able to help hold other people accountable. So it's on us, the people that support you now, more than ever to show how much we support you, y'all. I know me myself, I know I'm saving up my coins right now for Friday because I'm about to drop a bag to see if I can get me a couple shirts, maybe even try to get a hoodie design or something because I want to
You
show you what
crazy.
I can do to be able to make sure that we keep this platform going. Not only you just speaking on the microphone, but you just being mentally well enough to be yourself, because that's why we come to this platform. We don't come for nothing but who you are, and that's why we care so much. So yeah, everybody that's under the sound of my voice, make sure y'all get over there and support. Like, share, subscribe, get as much as you can over to her in the form of support as soon as possible and as consistently as you can. Please, y'all. She needs it. Y'all hear it in her voice. She ain't playing
You
with y'all. She about to
crazy.
leave. She about to leave us.
Thank you, Unbiased Truth. So again, guys, thank you so much. And like I said, I will do another show. If you guys have a show idea, people have been telling me about this dating stuff. I don't know where y'all want me to go with that show, but if you tell me what to do or how to do it, I will do it. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys are looking for love. There's a lot of great men and women out here in the comments. I don't know you personally, but I will help you. And I know that recently, I want to give a shout out to there's a few people on YouTube. I did not save your names, and I'm sorry, but thank you to those who are buying my mental health shirts. That does help. But the biggest help would be I've tried to get verified on Instagram. I'm probably never going to be verified now because they took away my ability to be monetized. So I think at that point, that's what happens before they take your account. What I will do, I do have a backup page, the Accountability Queen. What I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna post that Instagram because that one has never been reported yet. That one's fresh. And what I'm gonna do is I might open that page back up. It's been on a lock right now because there's a lot of people that have that were just following me just to talk stuff. But I'm gonna open up my second Instagram. I'll post it on my main Instagram today. Follow that page. And then what I'm gonna do is I don't know if I should lock it up and just keep it private so I can post stuff there, but that page has never been reported year to date. So I think I'm just gonna transition into the accountability queen. and try to do away with this celebrity. I don't know. I'm thinking of doing that too because I can't tell you guys I'm not going to make another post where it's going to get reported. I can't guarantee that. They're reporting comments too. It's not just posts. If you say something they don't like, I said heartless, and I was gonna ban this year for saying heartless. You can't say heartless. There's things you can't even say that I wasn't aware of. There's terms you can't even use. And if you call someone a hoe and you spell it H-O with the number 3, you can be reported off of that too, guys. I just learned that too. Instagram, I don't know. Maybe it's ran by someone black because they know the codes now. So honestly, guys, it's hard. It's really hard. There's no freedom of speech anymore. And it's just like, I'm tired, you guys. I've been doing this, for a long time. I've seen videos from Kevin Samuels of calling somebody a fat ass. And I don't see him ever getting reported. But I get reported, guys. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I guess I'm not big enough. Once you're at a status where you're big enough and you can, inbox Instagram, I think, maybe they'll give me more respect. So I guess we'll just see what happens. But I will share my my backup page. Follow that page just in case they shut this main one down. At least I have a backup one. It won't be as big as this one, but I mean, guys, I don't know what else to do at this point. I am tired. I am, because no matter how much I try to bring awareness, they look at me like I'm the devil. So thank you guys for attending today. I will be doing another show this week, but if you guys need any counseling or guidance, if you're trying to get back into school, you're trying to change your life, if you're interested in buying a shirt, reach out to me on my Instagram celebrity. And I'll talk to you. I'll let you know what I can do to help you guys. Okay. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good Tuesday. We will be doing more shows. And, if anybody has a show idea, let me know on IG and I'll do it. I'll feature that show. But I think the next one we're going to do is about drugging men, because there are a couple men that were on the post that I made today that said they got drugged too. And like I said, a lot of men get drugged, y'all. You just don't hear about it because they get embarrassed. They don't want to tell y'all that this woman got me. My guard went down. I trusted this woman. And sometimes the woman is not a regular woman. They might have picked the woman up off the street, that they met. They're trying to get some quick booty and they got tricked. So how many men are going to admit to a cop, yeah, I picked up a hooker, I picked up a hoe, and, she got me. They're going to look at him and say, well, you deserved it, right? So it's like, it's harder for men to prove that they were violated by a woman. And I want to bring awareness to that because a lot of them are violated by women every day. They're just embarrassed to admit it. A lot of men put their guards down too when they're comfortable with a woman that they think just gonna give up the booty and leave, right? And then they drug them real quick. And mind you, so men are so comfortable, they bring them to their place so they're around their things. Now they know where everything is at. They know that they can't drug them. Yes, they can. They keep the drugs right in between the breasts, right in that bra, and hold it right there. As soon as you say, oh, I gotta take a piss, that's when they take it from out the bra and they put it in your cup. Women have been doing that for years, guys. It's the easiest scam out there. Get you drugged up and they take all your valuables. So this man was able to actually put his in a safe. So all she got was what he had on him, his phone, things that the only thing that couldn't be replaced was that necklace. So now if I was him, that next day, I would have went to all the local pawn shops. She was probably a dummy. She probably pawned it, got some money for it. Maybe she was trying to get back home. She said she was from Cali. I believe that. Some women, they do a one-way ticket out to Vegas to find somebody to help them, with promoting their career, or, they'll sleep with them, get some money out of the deal. And if it's not working for them, now they need to get back home because they made a mistake, right? So then they find a man that's gullible, drug them, rob them, and go back. That's what they've been doing. This ain't nothing new. So I want to address that because it happens a lot, and a lot of men are scared to go for it. But you have to. That's how you get these predators off the street. Because when you don't say nothing, they're going to do it to the next guy, and then the next guy. And how many men are going to admit that they brought home a hoe and she drugged them and robbed them, right? So like I said, guys, it's real out here, and I want to be able to bring awareness to that. So I might not be able to bring awareness to it on Instagram, but I will be here on YouTube, okay? So I appreciate all y'all. I think that everyone that does know how I get down, they know I don't hate people. I just want to hold them accountable. If you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have nothing to be mad at me about, right? So clearly, if you're mad at me, I must have hit a nerve. And that's something you have to work on. Don't judge me for it, right? So yeah, guys, like I said, the biggest thing you can do is just keep showing support. Hopefully one day we can figure out why Instagram is like, why they're like that. But Instagram and Facebook, those are the only two platforms that consistently report me, and they ban me for 30 days. Sometimes it's 7 hours on Instagram. But it sucks, y'all. It does. And if anybody wanted to see that video, it is up on my YouTube right now of the mother slapping her child. That is why Instagram took me down. But the good news is that woman was arrested for child abuse. And I put her mugshot in there so y'all can see her. She was real cute on Instagram. Oh yeah, guys, I got flued out. I'm cute. But that mugshot was funny as hell. So hopefully that brings some light to some of y'all day. That woman is in jail and she does not have custody of that baby right now. And I'm positive she's going to lose custody of the baby. So again, you guys, these women put this stuff on Facebook. They put it up on Instagram. They put it up on TikTok. I don't put the stuff up there. I just share it because it was already public. So again, we got to do better. And I hope that you guys are ready for this week's show. I do have some more content. I'm not going to post it on Instagram. I might just post it on the community chat on YouTube because it seems like that's easier for me and I never got reported yet. So guys, keep supporting me. I appreciate all of you. Again, if you have any questions, if you have to talk to me, reach out to me on Instagram at Celebrity, okay? I hope you guys have a great Tuesday and stay blessed. Jerome, I was about to leave until you said that. So Jerome, I wanted to address that real quick because I did say I was going to leave. But Jerome, the black man's keeper, she's nothing. Me and her are nothing alike. She does go hard for black men, but it's black men only. She doesn't really care about black women. She's only about herself. Me and Black Man's Keeper, we had a dispute a few years ago, and she brought up my dead mother and my dead grandmother. And what I'm gonna do for you, Jerome, because it sounds like you support her, I'm gonna post that in the chat, the community chat. She actually posted a picture of me at my mother's gravesite and said, "This cheap ass son." Now, mind you, my mom's been gone for 2 decades. At that time, it had been over 15 years, 16 years, but she insulted my dead grandmothers and my mother because me and her had a disagreement. So I would never respect her. She also was begging people for money. Me and her are not the same. So I know she does go hard for black men, but she will also bring down people too. And that's not what I do. I don't just come at people who disagree with me and say, fuck your dead parents. That's what she did to me. I will never respect her because she did that. So I just wanted to address that, Jerome, because a lot of people keep comparing me to her, and me and her are nothing alike, and we never will be. I think she has 5 kids and had a baby daddy that got killed, gang violence, I believe. She got like 5 kids or something, 4 kids. Me and her are nothing alike, hon. And if she was so good, like she claims she is, had their bath water running, she would have a husband by now, but she doesn't, right? So yeah, me and her are not alike. But I just wanted to say that, Jerome, okay? I'm going to post in the chat so you can see, because you know I come with receipts. So I figured you would say that. I'm gonna tell you why. So again, guys, have a good day. I'll talk to you guys soon.